Chapter 274. Sheng Xiao stroked Mu Qiqi's head and looked like he was enjoying it. There's no other way. Just drink with fourth sister a few more times, and she will naturally open her heart to you. Mu Qiqi knew that she had been tricked. She quickly pushed Sheng Xiao away and got off his lap. Boring. Seeing that, Sheng Xiao quickly pulled her down and pinned her on his lap to give her a spanking. Little one, your temper is getting worse. You're the one who taught me. Talking about me is the same as talking about yourself. Sheng Xiao was speechless. She was asking for it. Soon, Grandpa Sheng called the Sheng family for dinner. The reason was simple. He was going to announce Sheng Minglan's engagement to a British tycoon who owned a high-end fashion empire. Of course, when they got engaged, the two supercorporations would also sign a strategic partnership agreement. It was literally selling his granddaughter. In Grandpa Sheng's eyes, it was double happiness. Mu Qiqi was there too. She looked at Sheng Minglan worriedly when she heard Grandpa Sheng's announcement. Fourth sister, on the other hand, did not react at all. She appeared especially calm. It will be on the 8th of next month, before Huang Yao's event. Minglan, you must be prepared. Sheng Minglan put down her cutlery and nodded at Grandpa Sheng's instructions. I know, Grandpa. Congratulations, fourth sister. You've got such a good marriage. Seventh sister raised her wine glass and congratulated Sheng Minglan. Now that fourth sister is married, it's your turn. Seventh sister, I congratulate you too. They clinked glasses, but neither of them was sincerely congratulating Sheng Minglan. On the other hand, seventh sister did not bother Mu Qiqi that night. She was restraining herself and quietly waiting for the opportunity that Grandpa Sheng had mentioned. Of course, she did not expect that the opportunity would come so soon. Everyone in the Sheng family had different thoughts during dinner, and it was tasteless. After dinner, Mu Qiqi stopped Sheng Minglan and winked at her. Fourth sister, let's go to Jingting for a drink tonight. Eighth brother is willing to let me take away your good night. Of course, it's not like I'm holding him up. She would not stop exercising just because she was drunk. Sheng Minglan nodded and left the house with Mu Qiqi and Sheng Xiao. Old Sheng saw that and asked Mama Sheng. Fourth sister seems to be quite close to Mu Qiqi. Isn't she? It's already so late, yet you're still following me out. Fourth sister is a gentle child. Because of her gentleness, she keeps all her troubles to herself. She and Mu Qiqi are kindred spirits. Do you mind if they talk to each other occasionally? Mama Sheng knew Grandpa Sheng's weakness very well. Everyone in the family knew that the Englishman had remarried. Sheng Minglan agreed on the surface, but it did not mean that she felt good inside. Grandpa Sheng was speechless. But at the same time, he found a way to teach Mu Qiqi a lesson. Since that's the case, let them be. But when they returned to the study, Grandpa Sheng went to look for Papa Sheng. He sat on the chair and asked him, Huang Yao's VVP night this year hasn't been decided yet, right? Dad, what do you think? Currently, the planning department has yet to submit a proposal. As you know, every year, the VVIP night would cause dissatisfaction among the super members. The planning department is also at their wits' end when it comes to dealing with those rich wives. So, I think it's safer to do it the usual way. Let Mu Qiqi handle this year's event. What? Papa Sheng was stunned. Dad, Mu Qiqi is just a student. She doesn't know anything. How can she take on such a heavy responsibility? But she's also Sheng Xiao's fiancée. Sheng Xiao is the crown prince of Huang Yao and his future wife. How can she know nothing about the family business? She is a member of the Shun family. Let her test the waters. If she can't do it, it's not too late for you to do it the usual way. For a moment, Papa Sheng thought that Grandpa Sheng must be out of his mind to let Mu Qiqi handle such a thing. Mu Qiqi, she was just a student of forensic science. What did she know? Did she know diamonds? Did she know how to run a business? Did she know how to run a business? Just do as I say. I want to see if Mu Qiqi has the talent in this field and whether she can help Sheng Xiao a little. Dad, are you really going to admit Mu Qiqi's identity? It's true that she is a member of the Shun family, but her background always makes me feel uncomfortable, especially when she grew up in the Mu family. Don't you feel scared when Sheng Xiao pampers her? There must be a reason why I asked you to arrange it. Just do it. The old man didn't explain too much. Papa Sheng took a deep breath. In the end, he could only nod and do as he was told. I understand. Even so, Papa Sheng still felt that it was a fantasy. Why did Grandpa Sheng make such an arrangement? He had two reasons. First, it was to break Mu Qiqi's confidence. He wanted her to know that she could not stay by Xing Zhao's side for a long time. Second, if Mu Qiqi succeeded, he would give the credit to Sheng Mingwei. It would lay the foundation for Sheng Mingwei to work in Huangyao. In short, whether it was a success or a failure, it was a trap that Grandpa Sheng had dug for Mu Qiqi. Meanwhile, Mu Qiqi and the others had just returned to Jingting. After Sheng Xiao made room for the two ladies, he went to the study so that they could have a heart-to-heart talk. Holding the goblet, Mu Qiqi put the gold card on the table and pushed it to Sheng Minglan. This is a little gift from me and Xiao Xiao. Consider it a stake in your company. Sheng Minglan's eyes darkened, but she did not take it. I don't need money. The stronger you are, the greater your chance of winning. Even if you don't use it, you can keep it by your side to protect yourself. That way, Xiao Xiao and I can rest assured. Xiao Qi, fourth sister, I don't have many friends. I'm used to being bullied since I was young. People around me always laugh at me. Then, I met Xianxian, but you must have heard about what happened to her. We can't meet often because I don't want to hurt her eyes with my happiness. And now, you're the only one I can talk to. If you refuse, I will think that you don't really treat me as a family. Sheng Minglan thought about it. Then, she nodded. I'll let Sheng Xiao buy the shares. Let the lawyer distribute the shares. I don't care how you use it. Mu Qiqi smiled when she saw that Sheng Minglan had accepted the money. They clinked glasses. Actually, you can go out and make friends. Does Sheng Xiao want to restrict your freedom? Chapter 275. You see him as your whole life. Isn't Sheng Xiao your first love? Yeah, fourth sister. Tell me about your first love too. Mu Qiqi went with the flow and asked Sheng Minglan. I already know about my relationship with that scumbag. It doesn't count, but I only have that relationship. Sheng Minglan suddenly chuckled. You're lying. Mu Qiqi lied. Which girl doesn't have a Prince Charming when they're young? Sheng Minglan hugged the bottle of red wine and thought for a long time. Finally, she remembered the night she first met Jingyan. Do you know how I felt when I first met Jingyan? She suddenly mentioned Jingyan. Mu Qiqi perked up at once. I've never seen such a beautiful boy. Even Sheng Xiao can't compare to him. Sheng Xiao only became handsome after he grew up, but Jingyan has always been beautiful. I think I brought him home because he's handsome. Sheng Minglan chuckled. As for the rest, she had a vague impression of the man. Memories are always so beautiful. That's why you remember it so clearly, fourth sister. Sheng Minglan smiled sweetly, as if she had returned to that time. Mu Qiqi knew that fourth sister might have had feelings for Jingyan all along, although she herself didn't know what kind of feelings it was. Soon, the two women were drunk. Sheng Xiao went to the living room after a shower. He shook his head and was convinced. Little one, you really know how to find alcohol. You're drinking like a cow that costs millions. Then, he carried Mu Qiqi back to the bedroom and called Jingyan. Fourth sister is drunk in Jingting. Come and take care of her. Young master, I still have a drunk little one in my hand. Do you understand? Jingyan had no choice but to leave the Sheng family's house. When he reached Jingting, he carried Sheng Minglan to the bed in the guest room. That was when Sheng Minglan vaguely opened her eyes. When she saw the beautiful boy in front of her, she couldn't help reaching out and caressing Jingyan's face. You're still as handsome as before. Jingyan did a double take. He didn't know what she was talking about, so he simply tucked her in and stayed by her side. Upstairs, Sheng Xiao was bathing the drunkard. Although he was the one who asked this little thing to be a spy, seeing this little thing vomit made his heart ache. I won't let you drink anymore. Mu Qiqi grunted and fell into Sheng Xiao's arms. She soon fell into a deep sleep because of the alcohol. Sheng Xiao did nothing and quietly returned to the living room to clean up the mess. Sheng Minglan woke up when the sun was rising. She couldn't help but feel touched when she saw that Jingyan was still by her side. Slowly, Jingyan opened his eyes to find Sheng Minglan sitting on the edge of the bed without saying a word. Lowering his head, He helped her put on her shoes. Miss Minglan, do you feel uncomfortable? Actually, I don't need you to guard me. Jing Ting should be very safe. You have to go home when you wake up. Try not to drive after drinking. Jing Yin found a perfect excuse. If there's a next time, you can sleep in another room. You feel uncomfortable lying here. Okay, Jing Yin agreed. He saw the gold card in Sheng Minglan's pocket, so she accepted it. Thinking of this, he felt a little relieved. He quietly left Jing Ting with Sheng Minglan, but he didn't expect that Aunt Wu would come to Jing Ting so early to make breakfast. Aunt Wu was confused when she saw them coming out of the guest room. She must have misunderstood. Assistant Jing, is she your girlfriend? Jing Yin was about to explain when Sheng Xiao came downstairs in his formal attire. Aunt Wu, please prepare 2 more sets of cutlery. Yes, Mr. Sheng. Sheng Xiao did it on purpose. He didn't give Jing Yin a chance to explain. Sheng Minglan couldn't help but stare at him. Why do you always ask Jing Yin to come and take care of me? I don't feel at ease letting others enter Jing Ting. Besides, isn't Jing Yin upright enough? Sheng Xiao shrugged and brushed Sheng Minglan off. Let's go back after breakfast. Aunt Wu has prepared everything anyway. Sheng Minglan blushed. She sat down at the dining table. Sheng Xiao and Jing Yin followed suit. Your servant must have misunderstood. Our relationship, just let it be. Aunt Wu is already so old. Why do you need to explain? Sheng Xiao looked at Sheng Minglan and said, moreover, Aunt Wu is not a meddlesome person. She doesn't like to talk too much. Sheng Minglan stopped talking. She didn't know why, but she suddenly didn't dare to look at Jing Yun's expression. Just like that, the atmosphere became awkward. Obviously, they could get along very naturally in the past. Because of the intimacy they had in the past 2 nights, she suddenly felt that she should keep a distance from Jing Yun. Sheng Xiao glanced at them. At the same time, Jing Yun received a call from Papa Sheng. It was because Grandpa Sheng wanted Mu Chi-Chi to be in charge of the VVIP night in Huangyao. So, he gave the order the next morning. Jing Yun frowned after he heard it. There were so many Shengs in the family. There was also a planning department. It was impossible for Mu Chi-Chi to be in charge of this. But Grandpa Sheng wanted Mu Chi-Chi to be in charge? Young master, there's trouble. Sheng Xiao glanced at Jing Yun. There was a sharp light in his eyes. Then, he learned the content of Papa Sheng's call from Jing Yun. What is Grandpa trying to do? Sheng Minglan was puzzled. This is a hot potato. Handing it to Xiao Qi? What is he trying to do? Nominally, he wants to test Qi Er's ability. But in fact, he wants to tell Qi Er to back off. If she doesn't do it well, how would Qi Er have any face in the Sheng family? Don't you think 7th sister would use this against her? Sheng Xiao snorted coldly. Then what should we do? Grandpa has already arranged it. Then do it, Sheng Xiao said calmly. But Xiao Qi doesn't have any experience. 4th sister, you don't know Qi Er? Do you think a person who dabbles in physics and chemistry doesn't have the ability and talent? Sheng Xiao asked in return. So what if she doesn't have experience? I'll just teach her. If you teach her and succeed, Grandpa will give the credit to you, because you are the crown prince of Huangyao. Xiao Qi won't be recognized. But they had oversimplified the whole thing, because Grandpa Sheng wanted to give all the credit to Sheng Mingwei. Of course, the premise was that Mu Chi-Chi could really hold an outstanding VVIP night. Chapter 276. The few of them were in full swing, but the person involved in this matter was still kept in the dark, completely ignorant. I know how to take care of my own people. You just need to focus on your engagement. You don't have to worry about anything else. Sheng Xiao told Sheng Minglan not to be distracted. Since Grandpa Sheng wanted to make things difficult for Qi Er, he would wait and see. In fact, he also wanted to know what new things the little one could come up with. He never interfered with the planning department's affairs. Therefore, other than attending Huang Yao's events, he rarely asked about them. As for the VVP night, there had been countless teams, but the smell of gunpowder seemed to have become a tradition of the VVIP night. Every year on this day, there would be some extremely unpleasant cases. No wonder Papa Sheng only wanted to do it normally to reduce the risk. Since you were so confident, I can only look forward to it. I'm afraid the little one will explode if she knows. The 3 of them could not help but laugh. Sheng Minglan was really envious of the relationship between Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi. Although they were 8 years apart and were uncle and niece, they never had to bear the shackles. If they loved each other, they would treat each other as their own lives. After breakfast, Sheng Minglan and Jingyun left. Only then did Mu Qiqi get up lazily. Sheng Xiao had been laughing ever since she came down the stairs. He did not stop even when she sat down. Mu Qiqi sat on his lap, puzzled. "What are you up to?" "It's not me. It's someone else." With that, he chuckled again, and Mu Qiqi became even more curious. "I'll tell you after you finish eating." Of course, the news spread all over the Sheng family the next day. They all thought that Grandpa Sheng was crazy. How could he give such a difficult task to a girl who did not know anything? Wouldn't Huang Yao become a joke in the eyes of others? Sheng Minghui went straight to the garden to look for Grandpa Sheng. "Grandpa, didn't you say that Mu Qiqi can never enter the Sheng family? Why are you?" "I'm doing this to pave the way for you." Grandpa Sheng answered her while sipping his coffee. "If Mu Qiqi does well in the event, you will get the credit. So, don't interfere in this." "How could she do it well?" "Don't forget, she is 8th brother. In the past, 8th brother never cared about the planning. This time, I'm sure he won't either." Grandpa Sheng pushed his glasses up and said to 7th brother, "As long as the event is successful, you can use this credit to enter Huang Yao." Sheng Minghui's face turned into a flattering one. "Grandpa, I knew it. You are the best to me. So don't bother Mu Qiqi this time." Sheng Minghui was about to reply when she saw Jingyun and Sheng Minglan returning from outside. She was immediately suspicious. "Grandpa, why is 4th sister always with Sheng Zhao's assistant?" 4th sister's engagement is just around the corner. It would be bad if there were any bad rumors. 4th sister was at Jingting last night, so of course 8th brother sent Jingyun to pick her up. Why are your thoughts so complicated? Grandpa Sheng snorted. "I'm just thinking about 4th sister's reputation. I won't worry even if you have half of Jingyun's ability, let alone 8th brother." Although Grandpa Sheng did not say it out loud, he still went to Jingyun and asked him about it. "I saw you and Minglan coming back together this morning. What happened?" "Young master called me to pick 4th sister up. She was drunk and couldn't drive." "Okay." As expected, Grandpa Sheng was satisfied with Jingyun's explanation. "If that's the case, you can go. But Minglan's engagement is just around the corner. You must keep a distance from her since there's a gap in status." "I know, Chairman." Jingyun nodded. Because of the gap in status, Jingyun would try his best to control himself. He only hoped that Sheng Minglan could be happy. He was willing to do anything else. On the other hand, Mu Qiqi's head was about to explode when she learned that she had been entrusted with such an important task. "So, your grandpa wants me, a student who is learning how to dissect a human body, to participate in Huang Yao's event?" Mu Qiqi pointed at her nose to confirm with Sheng Xiao. "Is his brain damaged?" "His brain is not damaged. He is very smart." Sheng Xiao smiled. "Then why didn't you stop him?" Sheng Xiao comforted his little one while kissing her hair. "Now that the whole Sheng family knows about it, how could he take it back? And as my fiancé, it is perfectly reasonable for you to participate in Huang Yao's event. Moreover, the holidays are coming soon. You have time. Just treat it as a social practice. I am a forensic doctor. I cut up corpses. I don't need social practice like planning an event. Just try it." Sheng Xiao insisted. "Why do I smell a conspiracy?" Mu Qiqi felt something was wrong. "But since you think I can do it, I will try it. But first, don't blame it on me if I mess it up. Grandpa Sheng is waiting for you to blame it on him." Mu Qiqi turned and wanted to glare at him. But Sheng Xiao quickly added, "But I won't give him the chance." "That's more like it. Show me the information. After I finish my homework, I will try to plan it. Grandpa Sheng just wants to see me embarrass myself. It's not a big deal." So, in the end, Mu Qiqi gladly accepted the dilemma. After all, she really wanted to prove to Grandpa Sheng and the Sheng family that she had the ability to match Xiao Xiao. But what she did not know was that Grandpa Sheng was paving the way for his granddaughter. He only wanted to humiliate or use her, and had no intention of acknowledging her at all. To put it bluntly, she was making a wedding dress for someone else. By the way, I have something to tell you. I think Jing Yun has a place in Fourth Sister's heart. Meanwhile, in the office of Sheng Minglan's new company, the lawyer came up with his answer a few hours after Sheng Minglan had asked him to investigate the source of the funds on the gold card. Miss Sheng, the owner of the gold card is not the crown prince. What do you mean? The owner of the card is called Zhao Lin, but I couldn't find any information about her. That is why I am worried that the source of the funds is not clean. The lawyer told Sheng Minglan. You should ask the crown prince. Sheng Minglan nodded and called Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao, who is Zhao Lin? What? You asked Mu Qiqi to transfer the gold card to me. The owner is called Zhao Lin. Don't you want to tell me who the money is? Sheng Minglan noticed the problem. Chapter 277. What the hell is going on? Sheng Minglan was shocked when she saw the amount. If it wasn't Sheng Xiao, who else could come up with such a huge sum of money? Of course, it was just a small amount for Huang Yao. But for her, such a sum of money was like a hot potato in her hand. The reason why the money is not under my name is to prevent Grandpa, Sheng, from finding out. So, he used someone else's account. Or do you want others to know that we are in an alliance? But you're not familiar with this Zhao Lin just now. Fourth sister, you know what kind of person your brother is. He only remembers the important people. Of course, he needs to react to these unimportant people. Sheng Xiao answered smoothly. If you think that I am not thinking clearly, I will change my gold card. No need. My lawyer is just trying to figure out the source of the money. It is their job. Since Sheng Xiao had explained, Sheng Minglan had no reason to doubt him. She said to the lawyer, the money is not a problem. Okay, Miss Sheng. Since it was Sheng Xiao who gave it to her, Sheng Minglan had no reason to doubt him. She had already called him. She should be relieved. But she did not know why, but she felt that something was not right. On the other hand, when Sheng Xiao answered the call, Jing Yun was beside him. When he saw Sheng Xiao put down his phone, he quickly thanked his young master. Thank you, young master. You used your money, and it became my shares. What do you have to thank me for? Sheng Xiao mocked him. Jing Yun did not say anything. His purpose was simple. He wanted to increase Sheng Minglan's leverage against Grandpa Sheng. Silly. Sheng Xiao seemed to remember someone saying that those who look cold were actually fanatical for one person. That saying had been proven true by Jing Yun. Soon night fell. Mu Qiqi returned home from school and had dinner with Sheng Xiao. Then, she went to Sheng Xiao's study. Sheng Xiao looked away from the computer and looked at her. Don't you need to prepare for the final exam? Everything is ready. Mu Qiqi put down the documents in her hand. She propped her head on her hand and looked at the man beside her. He was wearing a dark blue turtleneck sweater. He looked so handsome. You didn't look when I took off my clothes, but now you want more. Sheng Xiao sneered and turned off the computer. He hugged her and asked, Tell me, what do you want? Why is it that every year during Huang Yao's VVIP night, something unpleasant always happens? I want to know the root of the problem. That way, I can find a cure for it. Sheng Xiao never bothered to read the reports from the planning department. To him, there was no need for the planning department to exist. The proposals they submitted were always for insurance. There was no innovation to speak of. We have to start from a pair of high-class customers of Huang Yao. The daughters-in-law of the Liu family are sworn enemies. Although they are Huang Yao's most loyal customers, they're also a big trouble. Every year on the VVIP night, the two of them would compete with each other. I still don't quite understand. Mu Qiqi sat on Sheng Xiao and listened carefully to his story. Every year, Huang Yao invites the top 50 VIPs to attend the VVIP banquet, and this pair of rich wives have been fighting for the first place for years. Are they fighting because of each other's husbands? No. The eldest, Mrs. Liu, was the wife of the second son of the Liu family. But the second son cheated on her and slept with another woman. After they divorced, the second son married his current wife, and the eldest, Mrs. Liu, married the second son's eldest brother. So that's how it works. Mu Qiqi was amazed. So it was understandable that the two women would fight each other every day. However, the VVIP night of Huang Yao was a founding tradition. It could not be canceled just because of the two women. But the two of them always moved the battlefield to the VVIP night. That was why the planning department was so nervous. They burned incense every day, hoping that the night would be peaceful. It's basically a dead end. The people of Huang Yao have racked their brains, but could not find solution. The planning department is always in a mess on this day, every year. But this year, they will probably set off firecrackers because Grandpa Sheng has found a new target. It's not their fault. Grandpa is just too evil. Mu Chi could not help but pout. How could he put such a difficult task on me? What else do you think? Sheng Xiao pinched the tip of Mu Chi's nose. Then, are the two brothers of the Liu family not getting along? Not really. The Liu family just watched them fight over the years and did not do anything. Sheng Xiao explained, and laughed when he saw Mu Chi fall silent. So, are you confident enough to solve it? Such a deep grudge. It's not easy. Mu Chi rested her chin on her hand and pretended to think. Little one, you still have time to think. Mu Chi nodded. She had a feeling that many big things were about to happen. Then, is there no activity in Huangyao this Christmas? It's a regular activity, so I can spend Christmas with you this year. With that, Sheng Xiao turned Mu Chi's head and kissed her on the lips. It was soft, sticky, and very tasty. Of course, Mu Chi was not in a hurry at all. There were so many people in the planning department who could not come up with a solution. She could not solve it immediately. She was not a god. Still, when Sheng Xiao's kiss deepened, she suddenly put a finger over his lips. I want the information on the two young masters of the Liu family. You can see it when you come home from school tomorrow. Mu Chi was satisfied. Only then did she throw away the information in her hand and return Sheng Xiao's kiss. In 2 days, it would be her birthday. She remembered how she had to fight for Mu Tongshue's love and warmth last year. Now, a year had passed, and she still did not receive any love from the Mu family. But now, she had a fiancé by her side. Mu Chi could only hope that time could slow down when she remembered how hard it was to get this moment of happiness. Just a little slower. Soon, the study became a playground for the two of them. Winter in Jianchuan was not especially cold, but there were bone-chilling winds. Late at night, Jingyun saw the Englishman sending Sheng Minglan home from the balcony of his room. He automatically moved away, only to find Sheng Minglan appearing at his door moments later. Can we have a chat inside? Jingyun did a double take and nodded. But not next time. You are the fourth daughter of the Sheng family, and I am just a little assistant. Jingyun, you know that I have never looked down on you. I know, but, fourth miss, gossip is a fearful thing. Chapter 278. You misunderstood me, seventh sister, Jingyun explained calmly. I wouldn't have misunderstood you if you didn't say that. After all, you have been with the Sheng family for so many years, and fourth sister was the one who brought you here. I think it's normal for you two to be close. Now that you put it that way, I don't understand. What did I misunderstand? Sheng Minghui shrugged as she asked the two of them, and entered Jingyun's room. When she saw the gifts on Jingyun's desk, she knew who gave them to him. She couldn't help smiling. Jingyun, you really care about fourth sister, don't you? Fourth sister is my savior. It's good that you don't have any improper thoughts. You should know that fourth sister is not someone an orphan like you can reach. That's enough. Sheng Minglan scolded Sheng Minghui. You should know whose assistant this person is standing in front of you. I know. You should look at the owner before beating a dog. Sheng Minghui laughed and walked out of the room. Then I won't disturb you anymore. Sheng Minglan was very angry, but Jingyun stopped her. There's no need to fight with her because of me. But in my heart, you and Sheng Xiao are the same. That's enough. Jingyun let go of Sheng Minglan's hand. Go back and rest, fourth sister. Jingyun's place is not a place you should stay for long. You're getting engaged soon. Sheng Minglan nodded helplessly. Then rest early. Tell Sheng Xiao if you have any grievances. I know. Sheng Minglan turned and walked out of Jingyun's room, and Jingyun quickly closed the door. He was afraid that he could not hold back his feelings, and with Sheng Minghui's humiliation, he could not stay in the Sheng family any longer. Not only that, Sheng Minghui was clearly not going to let the matter pass just like that, because she was good at making a mountain out of a molehill. To not put Sheng Minglan in a difficult position, Jing Yun quickly called Sheng Xiao. Young master, Sheng Xiao answered Jing Yun after hearing everything. Go to the old man right away and tell him that you're moving out of the Sheng family so that seventh sister won't go there and stir up trouble. If you go to the old man first, seventh sister will become the culprit who forced you out, and the old man won't forgive her. Also, the villa that my mother prepared before, I'll transfer it to you. In the future, deduct it from the shares and consider it as me selling it to you. I understand, young master. Muqiqi was beside Sheng Xiao when he answered the call. She could hear how considerate he was about Jing Yun's feelings and thought that was probably why Jing Yun was willing to follow Sheng Xiao. This man was really meticulous. On the other hand, Jing Yun immediately took action after hanging up. He went to Grandpa Sheng's study in the middle of the night and asked for an audience. Jing Yun, it's so late. What's the matter? Chairman, I don't think I can stay with the Sheng family anymore. Please allow me to leave. Jing Yun went straight to the point when he saw the old man. Why is that? Although Grandpa Sheng had verbally reminded Jing Yun of his identity, it did not mean that he did not approve of Jing Yun. Miss Minghui came to my room tonight and saw Miss Minghui. With that, Grandpa Sheng understood what Jing Yun meant. What nonsense is Sheng Minghui spouting this time? You're brought here by fourth sister, so it's only natural that you two would be closer. Moreover, you're at home. What nonsense could Sheng Minghui spout? Miss Minghui is about to get engaged. I don't want her reputation to be tarnished, and I don't want to complicate things. That's why I hope that you can grant my request, Chairman. Jing Yun, you should know that Grandpa Sheng has always treated you like his own grandson. If you want to move out, I'll find a place for you. There's no need, Chairman. Young master has already arranged it. Jing Yun replied, but his tone was polite. That was what Sheng Xiao had told her. She must show her disappointment in front of Grandpa Sheng. That was the only way to hurt him. All right, if this will make you feel better, then do it. With Grandpa Sheng's consent, Sheng Xiao moved out of Sheng Mansion overnight without informing anyone, not even Sheng Minglan. The next day, Sheng Minghui was still spreading rumors in the Sheng family, saying that Sheng Minglan and Jing Yun were really close and were meeting each other late at night. When Grandpa Sheng heard about it during breakfast, he slammed his hand on the table. Stand up, Sheng Minghui. Grandpa Sheng Minghui was bewildered, but she could still feel Grandpa Sheng's rage and had to get up from her seat. What nonsense are you spreading about fourth sister and Jing Yun? Grandpa, fourth sister is the young lady of the Sheng family, and Jing Yun is just an orphan. Aren't they afraid of people gossiping about them meeting in the middle of the night? You're still talking? Grandpa Sheng was so angry that he hit Sheng Minghui with his walking stick. You forced Jing Yun away last night, and you're still not satisfied? Jing Yun was brought back by fourth sister, and he has worked hard for the Sheng family for so many years without a single complaint. His contributions to Huang Yao are not something you can imagine. You don't even have a third of his ability, and you're still trying to show off? Grandpa, she left last night because she was afraid that you would spread rumors and ruin fourth sister's reputation. Now, I thought that you would stop, but I didn't expect that you would become even worse. You don't have to eat breakfast. Go back to your room. I don't want to see you. Grandpa Sheng was really angry, which was why he gave the order. However, it was a different feeling for Sheng Minglan. She rose to her feet, and before Sheng Minghui could leave, slapped her across the face, startling everyone in the Sheng family, especially Grandpa Sheng. I'm your sister. What have I done to you that you would spread rumors about me? Sheng Minghui could not say anything, knowing that she was in the wrong. It's fine that you forced Jing Yun away, Sheng Minghui. I won't be polite to you as your sister from now on. With that, Sheng Minghui left the dining table. Everyone could feel that she was angry, and she did have a reason to be angry. Sheng Minghui could only go back to her room and smash things on the floor. Why is everyone against me? Why? Don't you have any King idea? On the other hand, Sheng Minglan went to Jing Yun's room and found that he had taken away his gifts aside from a change of clothes. And just like that, he left the Sheng family's house without a word. As for the slap just now, It would be more accurate to say that it was for Jingyun rather than for her. He moved away just like that, without even saying goodbye. Chapter 279. Jingyun never thought about affecting Sheng Minglan in any way, because he never thought that he was that important to her. Now that he was outside and had his own home, it was actually quite good. At the very least, he didn't have to worry about anything. Soon, Sheng Minglan called Sheng Xiao, her voice urgent. Eighth brother, where did Jingyun go? He's my assistant. Where else could he go? But he won't be staying at the Sheng family's house anymore, lest people gossip. Aren't you moving out soon? What? Are you worried about Jingyun? He was forced away by seventh sister because of me. It's good that you know. Sheng Xiao did not explain. It was his plan, because he wanted Sheng Minglan to feel guilty. That way, it would be a little consolation for that sentimental person. Promise me, eighth brother. Take good care of Jingyun. He's doing fine. The Sheng family might not know Jingyun's ability, but Sheng Xiao did. After all these years, he had never met anyone in Huangyao who was more suitable than Jingyun for his father's position. Either way, promise me. All right, I promise you. Sheng Xiao's lips curled into a smile, despite his reply. Sheng Minglan was anxious because she had feelings for Jingyun, even if it wasn't love right now. Of course, Sheng Xiao did not forget to tell Jingyun about Sheng Minglan's worries, because he knew how precious that little bit of psychological comfort was to Jingyun. Schedule all my time tomorrow. I'll celebrate Er's birthday with her. Got it. Jingyun nodded. Now that you've moved out and fourth sister is about to move out, haven't you thought about finding a chance to express your feelings to her? Sheng Xiao was very anxious. He could not understand why he couldn't keep the woman he liked by his side. Who would care about him if he just protected her quietly like that when she marries? Jingyun remained calm. He had resigned himself to his fate, believing that it was his destiny to protect Sheng Minglan. Of course, it was absurd for Sheng Xiao. Whether he was the crown prince of the Sheng family or an orphan like Jingyun, he would keep her by his side as long as he was sure of that person. Sheng Xiao did not say much when he saw that Jingyun was so stubborn. After all, EQ really differed from person to person. Still, Mu Qiqi was as angry as Sheng Minglan when she heard about Jingyun. What had Sheng Minglan ever done for the Sheng family? In the end, Jingyun was bullied by her. That was why Sheng Minglan's slap was so satisfying. At night, Mu Qiqi was reading the information in the study again. Sheng Xiao had promised her that he would show her the background of the two young masters of the Liu family. Mu Qiqi tossed and turned and suddenly sighed. This young master of the Liu family is actually a little like you. He couldn't bear to see his sister-in-law suffer, so he gave her a new identity and a chance for revenge. Although it's a little strange for two brothers to sleep with one person, he doesn't care about the body. He cares about the soul. So, I think there's still a chance to turn things around. Sheng Xiao hugged Mu Qiqi and asked her interestedly, "What's the basis of your judgment? Or is it just your intuition?" Think about it, Xiao Xiao. This eldest madam has no background and would not benefit eldest young master's business. But why did eldest young master not interfere with his wife all these years and let her take revenge on her sister-in-law? It's simple. Without love and waiting, I don't believe any man could do what he did. So, I think we can start with eldest young master. I believe he wants his wife to let go of her grudge and live a new life. Want to bet? Then how are you going to do it? That's not for you to ask. What you need to do is to make things convenient for me. Mu Qiqi said confidently. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. The Liu family's matter is also related to the VVIP night of Huangyao. If you can really solve it, I'll take care of everything else. You said it. Mu Qiqi pointed at Sheng Xiao's nose and promised. Sheng Xiao held her hand and nodded. I said it. I mean it. Soon, they were kissing. Anyway, no matter where they were or what they were discussing, this man always had a way to turn the place into a place of pleasure. He was really shameless. But Mu Qiqi was already used to it. Anyway, she was satisfied with a man's love. This time, they only stopped when it was late at night. After Sheng Xiao took Mu Qiqi for a bath, they lay on the bed. It was snowing outside the window. Mu Qiqi felt a chill and quickly burrowed into Sheng Xiao's arms. It was Christmas Eve, just when Mu Chi was half asleep. Sheng Xiao suddenly kissed her forehead and whispered, "Happy birthday, little one." Mu Chi opened her eyes and revealed her snow-white arms. "Where's my present?" Mu Chi was just joking, but unexpectedly, Sheng Xiao really put something in her hand. Mu Chi took it and sat up. There was a necklace in her palm. The two ends of the necklace were in the shape of wings, delicate and cute. And the pendant was, "This is my heart." Who would make a necklace in the shape of a heart so simply and crudely? Mu Chi smiled as she studied the necklace. The pendant was indeed in the shape of a heart, but it was encased in white diamonds. From afar, it looked like an irregular stone, and it had a different kind of beauty. Because she was a medical student, she could recognize it at a glance. But most people would rather see it as an irregular white diamond. The world is so big. You can't get any luxurious jewelry you want. But this pendant is a miniature version of my heart. I'm giving it to you for safekeeping. Mu Chi felt sweet inside. She held the necklace tightly. "I'll protect it. Happy birthday. I'm happy every day with you." Mu Chi could not hold back her tears. "Xiao Xiao, don't leave me. Don't ever leave me, okay? Congratulations. You're 19, little one." With that, Sheng Xiao kissed her again. Even if Mu Chi was exhausted, she only wanted to respond to this man, the man she was deeply infatuated with. Soon, the two joined together again. So, the cleaning before was a waste. Outside the window, it was snowing heavily. In the warm house, flirtatious sounds rose and fell. It seemed more intense than usual. Chapter 280. It was cold outside, and it was nighttime. Of course, it was suitable for them to continue their intimacy. Still, Mu Chi was so tired that she could only utter a few feeble words. "No, Xiao Xiao, no." Sheng Xiao only let her go when he saw that she was really tired. Early next morning, Mu Chi received many well wishes from Qian, her aunt, Grandpa Shun, and Shun Jianchuan. Mu Chi thanked them all and decided to visit her father before returning to the Shuns for lunch. At night, Mu Chi planned to hold a small private gathering in Jing Ting's garden. It's a chance for Jing Yun and fourth sister. "Let Qian come too. I haven't seen her for a long time." "It's your birthday, you decide." "Then I'll have Aunt Wu put a Christmas tree in the yard." Mu Chi appeared very excited. Now that her relationship with Shang Xiao was public, she no longer had to hide and could see her best friend whenever she wanted. Sheng Minglan was naturally willing to go when she received the invitation. After all, Shaoqi was the only place in the entire Sheng family where she felt comfortable. Still, Mu Chi told Sheng Minglan in advance that Lu Qianqian would be there as well, and hoped that Sheng Minglan would not mind. "Don't worry. I understand, Miss Lu." Mu Chi made the arrangements. In the afternoon, she decorated Jing Ting with fifth aunt. Sheng Xiao did not go to Huang Yao today. He just sat in the living room and worked. For some reason, hearing the little one's voice and seeing her figure made him feel at ease and satisfied. In the afternoon, Jing Yun went to Jing Ting first and handed the important documents to Sheng Xiao. When Mu Chi saw that he was about to leave, she tugged at him. "What are you going to do? It's my birthday, and you're leaving?" "Young madam, I'll come back later." "Stay." Sheng Xiao told Jing Yun without looking up. "It's not urgent anyway." Seeing that Mu Chi wanted to decorate Jing Ting like a fairy tale world, Jing Yun went with Aunt Wu to help. Mu Chi winked at Sheng Xiao and secretly kissed his thin lips where no one could see. Still, it had been a long time since he saw Chur so happy. Sheng Xiao's lips curled into a smile. "What a little one." Soon night fell. Mu Chi asked fifth aunt to turn on the lights in the courtyard. Now, there was finally the atmosphere of a party and Christmas. Soon, Sheng Minglan arrived at Jingting. She got out of the car and saw Jing Yun standing in a corner preparing food. Stunned, she quickly walked up to Sheng Chi. "Happy birthday." Mu Chi looked at Jing Yun by reflex before asking Sheng Minglan, "Does fourth sister have something to say to Jing Yun?" "You mischievous brat." "He's right there. Hurry up and go." Sheng Minglan certainly had a lot of things she wanted to tell him, but she didn't know where to start now that she had met him. She quietly walked to Jing Yun's side and helped him unpack the food. Mu Chi shook her head helplessly when she saw their awkwardness. She was about to ask Xing Xiao for a solution, but Lu Qianqian had also arrived at Jing Ting, with Lin Mu and following behind her. My seventh. Happy birthday. Come if you want. Why did you buy me anything? Mu Chi was a little embarrassed when she saw her grandiloquent gift box. Try it, and you'll know what it is. Lu Qianqian winked at her. Then what's going on with you and Lin Muin? Mu Chi lifted her chin and asked the man behind Qianqian. I said it's your birthday, but he insisted on coming. I can't help it. Xiao Chi, I've bought you a super big cake. It'll be delivered soon. Lin Mu and was very friendly, and after greeting Muin, he chatted with Shang Xiao in the living room for a while before turning to Jing Yun and Sheng Minglan. Jing Yun likes fourth sister of the Sheng family, doesn't he? How did you know that? Sheng Xiao asked curiously. He wasn't looking in a certain direction with a pained look on his face on the day of your engagement. Now, it's clear that it's fourth sister. Look at the atmosphere between them. It's filled with awkwardness before they start dating. Lin Mu and was an expert in the field of love and naturally could see Jing Yun's current state and interest. Sheng Xiao smiled and made a bet with Lin Muin. I'll owe you a favor if you can get them together tonight. I'm going to earn a favor from the crown prince. Lin Mu and became excited at the mention of a favor. Isn't that like having a golden token? Then I'll see how you perform. It was Mu Chi-Chi's birthday party, and everyone was naturally relaxed and comfortable with just a few good friends. Lin Muin found it quite an interesting challenge, and so told Sheng Xiao, let's watch the show. With that, he walked to the lawn and plucked a small present from the Christmas tree, handing it to Sheng Minglan. Goddess, do you still recognize me? Sheng Minglan glanced at Lin Mu and chuckled. Muin, that's right, it's me. Why don't I help you? With that, Lin Muin took the box from Sheng Minglan's hand and accidentally covered her hand. Why is it so cold? Go to the side and rest. Warm your hands. Was Jing Yun a match for Lin Muin? All he could do was watch, a hint of dejection flashing in his eyes. Mu Chi and Lu Qianqian shared a look at that. That scumbag Lin Mu, can't you tell that he's provoking Jing Yun? Mu Chi quickly grabbed Lu Qianqian. Let him teach that blockhead Jing Yun a lesson. Lu Qianqian paused for a moment. Are you sure? I'm just worried that his philandering is acting up again. Why do you care about him? It's not like he's your boyfriend. Lu Qianqian did a double take at Mu Chi-Chi's words and realized that she was being a busybody. All right. In fact, wasn't that Mu Chi-Chi testing Lu Qianqian as well? Seeing that she had no chance to talk to Jing Yun, Sheng Minglan wanted to sit with her brother. Meanwhile, Lin Mu seized the chance to go to the washroom and get a towel soaked in hot water to wipe Sheng Minglan's hand. A fairy's hand shouldn't be left in the snow. Sheng Xiao couldn't help glancing at Jing Yun's direction when he saw that the blockhead was still focused on cooking. How could he hold it in? Muin, you really know how to win a girl's heart. Sheng Minglan said to Lin Mu, and even as she warmed her hands. If I were a few years younger, I might fall for your soup pants too. Goddess, I don't like what you're saying. Since when did you get old? Sheng Minglan laughed out loud this time. After all, who wouldn't be happy to be praised as young and pretty? Chapter 281. Soon, dinner was ready. Everyone sat around a warm stove and a sumptuous dinner, just as the cake Lin Mu had arranged was delivered to Jing Ting on time. Along with the twinkling lights on the Christmas tree, everyone present had probably never had such a warm and comfortable Christmas Eve. Lin Mu deliberately sat next to Sheng Minglan, and when Mu Chi saw that Jing Yun had not taken his seat, she got up and whispered to him, You know that Lin Mu is a Casanova? You'd better keep an eye on him. Fourth sister is in a low mood right now, and he could easily take advantage of it. Jing Yun glanced at Mu Chi, but said nothing, though he held his plate and squeezed himself between Lin Mu and Sheng Minglan. Mu Chi and Sheng Xiao shared a look and couldn't help but laugh. Sure enough, goading worked best. It's been a long time since I played such a childish game. Do we have to make a wish on Christmas Eve? Lin Mu and asked Sheng Minglan, deliberately standing between Jing Yun and them. Why don't we all play a game? Great fairy. I think it's a good idea. It's Er's birthday, and we're all friends here. We can have some fun. Lu Qianqian quickly raised her hand in agreement. I'm fine with it. Mu Qiqi raised a brow and turned to Sheng Xiao. What about you? Who's afraid? Tell me the rules. We'll start with an explosive question, and everyone has to answer it truthfully. If you can't, you'll be punished with 5 glasses of wine. What do you think? Although we often meet each other, we don't really know each other. We're friends. So how can we not have dirt on each other? Lin Mu and explained the rules of the game while asking for their opinions. Are we playing? Yes. Sheng Xiao made the final decision. All right, I'll start. You'll answer clockwise, and it's only a pass if everyone is satisfied with the answer. With that, Lin Mu prepared the glasses and placed them in front of everyone. Come on. Lu Qianqian was very supportive. As Mu Qiqi's best friend, she naturally knew why Mu Qiqi held this little gathering. Since it was for Jing Yun, she naturally had to put on a good show. The first question, everyone has to tell us the name of your first love. Damn, do you still remember who your first love was? Lu Qianqian glared at Lin Mu and disdainfully. But since it's going clockwise, I'll be the first to answer. That said, my matter has caused a huge uproar. I don't need to say it, do I? Duan Shaoan, where's the crown prince? No one doubted Lu Qianqian's answer, which was why everyone turned to Sheng Xiao. Today was Mu Qiqi's birthday. If the crown prince answered another woman, he would have to kneel on durians tonight. Still, Sheng Xiao was not afraid at all. His expression was composed. Do you think anyone can be my woman? After saying that, he subconsciously put his arm around Mu Qiqi's shoulder. She's the only one I like and treasure. Cheer? Really? Everyone looked at him suspiciously, but Sheng Minglan came out to testify. Before Qiqi appeared, 8th brother was an insulator to women. I will definitely testify for him on this point. If that's the case, pass. As for Mu Qiqi, there's no need to ask. He's the crown prince after all, and there's nothing controversial about it. What about you, goddess? Lin Mu, and then turned to the 2 main guests. Sheng Minglan blushed and answered awkwardly. It's been a few years. You all know the name of that scumbag, Lung Feng. The next one is amazing, Jing Yun. Quick, tell us the name of your first love. Jing Yun did not say anything. He simply picked up his wine glass and finished it in 1 gulp and did not stop for 5 glasses. Really? That's a pity. Lin Mu and pretended to be regretful before answering himself. My first love was a chubby girl in elementary school. Her name was Xia. Lu Qianqian rolled her eyes. You're at the age where you first learn to love, while others are still playing with mud. Don't change the subject. This round is over. Let's move on to the second round, and it's going to be even more impressive. Just you wait. With that, Lin Mu rested for a moment and observed their gazes. Everyone could feel the bliss that Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi were exuding, and he wouldn't say much about it. However, both Jing Yun and Sheng Minglan had a blank look in their eyes. Who's the first person who made you fantasize about sex? Slap. Lu Qianqian slapped Lin Mu and at his question. Pervert. Drink if you don't answer. Cut the crap. Lu Qianqian glared at him and promptly picked up 5 glasses of wine and finished them in 1 gulp. Where's the crown prince? Qi. Sheng Xiao answered quickly. This time, Mu Qiqi was stunned again. Is it me too? Don't you know very well who I can get hard on? Sheng Xiao whispered into Mu Qiqi's ear. Mu Qiqi blushed at once. Meanwhile, Lin Mu simply skipped over Mu Qiqi. You don't have to say it. Qiqi only has the crown prince in her heart, and now it's the goddess' turn. It was a very open question and left Sheng Minglan sweating. I'll drink, but before Sheng Minglan could pick up her glass, Jing Yun had already downed 5 glasses for her. Jing Yun, you know that's breaking the rules, don't you? You didn't say I can't drink for you. Lin Mu glared at him and let him go. What about you? Answer the question. Jing Yun said nothing, and down another 5 glasses. Could he still drink 15 glasses in a row? His face was already turning red. Lin Mu gave him a thumbs up and praised him. My fantasy partner is Anna Jolie. You're the one who's cheating. Lu Qianqian was very displeased with Lin Mu's answer. That's enough for the warm-up. Everyone, let's eat, or some of you would get drunk before the food gets cold. Lin Muan's hint was quite strong, and he went to Sheng Minglan with his fork and knife. Goddess, do you mind if I sit with you? Sheng Minglan shook her head. Lin Muan sat down calmly, but accidentally knocked over the glass of red wine in front of Sheng Minglan. I'm sorry, goddess. I'll get a towel to wipe your feet. But just as he was about to rise, Jing Yun coldly cut him off. Don't bother. I'll go. But I was the one who knocked it over. I don't feel good. This time, Jing Yun directly pulled Sheng Minglan her feet. Miss Minglan, let's clean up in the bathroom. You're going to catch a cold. Sheng Minglan nodded and promptly followed him. Chapter 282. When they reached the bathroom, Jing Yun turned on the hot water, and Sheng Minglan told him, It's just that my shoes are wet. Jing Yun filled the tub and heated the towel. Then, he crouched in front of Sheng Minglan, took off her shoes, and covered her feet with the towel. Sheng Minglan did a double take and was about to struggle, but Jing Yun did not let her. It'll be fine in a while. Jing Yun, don't let Lin Muan touch you. He's a playboy, and I'm worried. Jing Yun told Sheng Minglan calmly and gently. At least, you have to meet someone you really like. That's the only way. Sheng Minglan looked at the man who was crouching in front of her. The warmth of his palm was directly transmitted to her soles. When did it start? The little boy from back then had now become such a mature and charismatic man. Sheng Minglan's heart was beating wildly, and her palms were sweating a little. Just wear the slippers from the guest room. I'll dry them for you. The process of covering her feet was as long as a century. That was why Sheng Minglan breathed a sigh of relief when Jing Yun said that. Sheng Minglan put on the warm slippers as she wished and left the bathroom. As for Jing Yun, she did not dare to look at his face at all, afraid that she would reveal what was in her heart. When the others saw her blush when she came out, they knew that she was not completely unaware of Jing Yun. Goddess, I'm really sorry. Lin Muan quickly apologized. It's fine. Let's keep chatting. Sheng Minglan quickly hid her panic. Jing Yun is such a blockhead. Finally, there's a day when he's considerate. Sheng Xiao deliberately stirred up an ambiguous atmosphere between them, and a few of them started drinking. Soon, Jing Yun returned to his seat. Even when he saw the others looking at him strangely, he remained calm. It's such a good atmosphere. It's a pity not to dance. Lu Qianqian said as she sipped her wine. Lin Mu and understood at once, and extended his hand to Sheng Minglan. Goddess, could you do me the honor? It's not convenient for fourth sister's shoes. Jing Yun answered for her. Then Qianqian, let's jump. Lu Qianqian glared at him, but still agreed to his suggestion. The two of them walked to the lawn behind them. At this time, Sheng Xiao pulled Mu Qiqi up and said to her, I'm a little cold. Accompany me upstairs to change. What do you mean by changing clothes? You're clearly trying to do something bad. Whatever the case may be, it would be best to keep Jing Yun and Sheng Minglan here. Mu Qiqi tried to resist, but was dragged into the bedroom by Sheng Xiao, who kissed her ferociously the moment they entered. Xiao Xiao, you lit the fire. Are you trying to act shamelessly? Mu Qiqi was stunned. She didn't understand how she had seduced this man, and she didn't have the chance to figure it out because their union had already arrived. There were guests downstairs, and time was tight. But because of this, both of them were stimulated at the same time. It was even crazier and more carefree than usual. How did I offend you? Your passionate gaze when you answer me. Doesn't that count? Sheng Xiao pressed his lips against the tip of Mu Qiqi's nose domineeringly. You had the same gaze when you had a crush on me, as if you wanted to devour me whole. I didn't. And yet, Mu Qiqi's protest was soon lost in Sheng Xiao's deep kiss downstairs. The snowy wind was biting. Jing Yun and Sheng Minglan simply sat there as they watched Lin Mu and Sheng Minglan dance. After a long time, Sheng Minglan asked, Did you leave the Sheng family because of me? No, I would have to leave sooner or later. Jing Yun answered honestly. If seventh sister didn't spread rumors everywhere, would you have left the Sheng family without a word? Sheng Minglan was very clear about that. We can't see each other often in the future, right? I'm still with young master. You can see me whenever you want, fourth sister, or you can give me a call. I'm about to embarrass Grandpa at the engagement party, and the Shung family might never have a place for me in the future. Since Grandpa would suppress me in the future, why would I drag you down? I'm alone. Why would I be afraid of dragging you down? Jingyun chuckled and drank bottle after bottle. Unwittingly, the two had finished every bottle of wine they had prepared during the banquet. By then, both of them were getting tipsy, although Shang Minglan had a better tolerance. Jingyun was so drunk that he slumped over the table. That was when Lin Mu and gestured to Lu Qianqian. It's about time. We should leave. Do you think something would happen between them tonight? Just wait and see. The ambiguous atmosphere would definitely start tonight. Lin Mu and held her by the waist and quietly led her away from the banquet. And the two upstairs probably wouldn't come down either. Seeing that everyone had left, fifth aunt came out to Sheng Minglan. Fourth sister, I'll leave young Master Jingyun to you. I have to go home and take care of my grandson. All right. Happy Christmas Eve. Fifth aunt was a perceptive person. She knew what her master was doing tonight. So, of course, she would create an opportunity for them. After fifth aunt left, Sheng Minglan looked at the Christmas tree that was still twinkling and then at Jingyun. You've been taking care of me the last 2 times. Today, it's my turn to take care of you. Sheng Minglan spent a lot of effort to help Jingyun into the guest room. Seeing how drunk he was, she was about to wipe his face when Jingyun grabbed her hand. Don't go, I'm not leaving. Sheng Minglan comforted him. I'm just wiping your face. Jingyun was stunned for a moment. Then, he let go of her hand. You will be someone else's wife sooner or later. I can't force you. Sheng Minglan was suddenly puzzled at those words. What did he mean by that? Just as she was about to step into the bathroom, Jingyun suddenly got up from the bed and hugged her from behind. Jingyun, just 5 seconds. Let me be willful this time. I'll forget about it tomorrow. Sheng Minglan was surprised. Just when she was about to ask, Jingyun turned her around and pressed her against the wall. He almost kissed her. If I take advantage of you, fourth sister, you will hate me, right? Having said that, Jingyun took 2 steps back and sat on the bed. I'm really despicable. Before Sheng Minglan could say anything, Jingyun fell on the bed and fell asleep. Meanwhile, Sheng Minglan's face was completely red, because she could vaguely feel the suppressed feelings of this man. At first, she thought that Jingyun did not know who he was hugging, and it was inevitable that the man would be confused. However, when he called out Miss Minglan's name, she understood that everything Jingyun did was for her. It was for herself. There was no one else. Chapter 283. Sheng Minglan did not dare to wake Jingyun up and ask him, what if she misunderstood? Still, she would not be satisfied if she did not get to the bottom of it. That was why asking Sheng Xiao about it was the safest. Still, she would not leave Sheng Xiao's room for the rest of the night. The next day, Sheng Ming came out of the guest room with a pale face. Finding Sheng Xiao drinking coffee in the living room, she went to him and sat down beside him. Jingyun is not awake yet. The first thing Sheng Xiao did was ask about Sheng Minglan. After all, they had shared the same room again last night, and Sheng Xiao knew what was going on. Is that important now? Sheng Minglan looked at him seriously. I have something to ask you, Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao looked up with a half-smile. You want to ask me if Jingyun likes you? How do you know? About this matter, you should ask the person in question. Do you think my words count? Sheng Xiao deliberately piqued Sheng Minglan's curiosity. Can't you use your heart to feel if a man likes you? Sheng Minglan said nothing, but she was pretty sure from Sheng Xiao's expression. It doesn't matter whether he likes you or not. You are the 4th daughter of the Sheng family, and he is my assistant. His background is even less than Qi's. You want to know the answer first. Can you shoulder such feelings? Don't point it out without thinking it through, or we won't be friends anymore. Should Sheng Minglan think about that? Of course she should. Her own crisis had not been resolved, and she could not bear to drag Jingyun down with her. What did Jingyun do wrong? He would suffer with her. Looks like you have thought it through. You would have to face Jingyun last night if you stay. You can leave Jing Ting now if you want to pretend you don't know anything. I'll handle Jingyun. Having thought it through, Sheng Minglan rose from the sofa. I'm going back. Take good care of Jingyun. Sheng Xiao nodded. Still, he knew that Jingyun still had a long way to go after seeing Sheng Minglan's reaction. After Sheng Minglan left, Mu Qiqi went downstairs and found Fourth Sister's back. She was puzzled. Why did Fourth Sister leave? Fourth Sister hasn't decided if she wants to face Jingyun yet. That's why I told her not to appear in front of Jingyun with such an indecisive look and make him suffer even more. Mu Qiqi nodded and hugged his neck in agreement. You're always so meticulous. It's so tiring to watch two restrained people in love. Those were Sheng Zhao's exact words. To him, liking someone meant possessing them. Otherwise, what was the meaning of life? Soon, Jingyun came out of the guest room as well, and promptly straightened his posture respectfully when he saw Sheng Xiao. Don't drink so much in the future. It's hard for Aunt Wu to take care of you all night. Jingyun's brows naturally furrowed when he heard that. He clearly remembered that the person who wiped his face last night was Miss Minglan. Moreover, they seemed to have talked quite a bit. Could it be that he was dreaming? Regardless, Jingyun replied, I understand. Sheng Xiao kept the matter a secret, and he would not tell Jingyun what happened that night for the time being. Everything would have to wait until the time was right. Meanwhile, at the Sheng residence, when Sheng Minghui saw that Sheng Minglan came home early the next morning and reeked of alcohol, she knew that she had gone to Jingting again. Fourth Sister and Sheng Xiao seemed to have a good relationship. Sheng Minglan was already in a mess. Since Sheng Minghui was here to cause trouble, she would certainly not be polite. She grabbed Sheng Minghui's clothes and warned her, I advise you not to provoke me. Sheng Minghui was shocked by Sheng Minghui's action and did not say a word, while Sheng Minghui pushed her aside. Sheng Minghui clutched her pounding heart and only snorted coldly after Sheng Minghui had gone far away. Grandpa is the one in charge of this family. Could she have gotten the wrong person? Moreover, what good will end up if she gets involved with Mu Qiqi? Having said that, Sheng Minghui went to Grandpa Sheng's study. Grandpa, do you know that Fourth Sister stayed at Jingting last night and did not come home? What are you trying to stir up again? Grandpa Sheng stopped practicing his calligraphy with his right hand and looked up at Sheng Minghui. Didn't I tell you to be quiet and wait for the results of the VVIP night? No, Grandpa. Think about it. Although Fourth Sister agreed to the marriage on the surface, we can all see how unhappy she is. Now that she is so close to Mu Qiqi, aren't you afraid that Fourth Sister would change her mind at the last minute? Is there anything that Mu Qiqi can't do? Wouldn't Sheng Xiao encourage Fourth Sister to pursue freedom? Sheng Minghui's words did not sound logical, but it pierced Grandpa Sheng's worry. After all, Sheng Minghui was obedient and did not resist at all. Was she afraid? It seemed that he had to plan ahead and let the rice be cooked. All right, don't keep talking about Mu Qiqi all the time. Aren't you using her now? Sheng Minghui shut up. She thought that it was true, and it would not be too late to deal with Mu Qiqi after she got through this. On the other hand, Grandpa Sheng had added the step of inviting the Englishmen to their house for dinner before the wedding so that there would be no complications. What was Grandpa Sheng thinking? Nobody knew. Unable to understand Grandpa Sheng's intentions, Sheng Minghui called Sheng Xiao. Grandpa has arranged for the Englishmen to come for dinner in 2 days. Did you get the notice? I heard about it. But Grandpa Sheng did not let me and Cheer go home. Sheng Xiao replied, Sheng Xiao, why do you think Grandpa Sheng is planning this? Or is he aware of it and prepared for it? I'll have my mother keep an eye on it. You can ask her if you have any trouble. Sheng Xiao told Sheng Minghui that since Grandpa Sheng had made all these preparations and forbade him and Mu Qiqi from going home, it was certainly not just for dinner. Since Grandpa Sheng did not want him to go home, he would go and have a party. Grandpa Sheng was a shrewd man in the first place, and with Seventh Sister constantly fanning the flames beside his ear, some things would become complicated even if they were simple. Having received Sheng Zhao's instructions, Mama Sheng subconsciously paid attention to Grandpa Sheng's every move. She also knew that Grandpa Sheng had specially bid for a very expensive bottle of Lafite. She assumed that Grandpa Sheng was going to use it when he invited the Englishman to dinner, but Grandpa Sheng simply had it placed in his study. There was no telling what he was planning. Chapter 284. No one knew what kind of medicine it was. More importantly, Grandpa Sheng did not say that he was not feeling well. Mama Sheng sent the information back to Sheng Xiao and asked him to analyze it. Muchichi thought for a while and found the key information. Treating someone? Drinking? Taking medicine? I don't think Grandpa Sheng has any good intentions. Xiao Xiao, we must go to Xing Mansion tomorrow and save fourth sister. Okay. Sheng Xiao was busy with his work, but he still answered softly. However, in his heart, he was able to associate a lot of things with it. So, he needed to verify it. He asked Mama Sheng to arrange for the servants to get the medicine tonight. If they could get the results, they should send it out of Xing Mansion immediately. He would arrange for someone to do a test. But Mama Sheng was not completely confident. After all, the medicine was in Grandpa Sheng's bedroom. And Grandpa Sheng was such a cunning man. The servants only have time to make the bed for Grandpa Sheng. I'm afraid it won't be enough. That's easy. Mom, you can go and trouble seventh sister. She will definitely complain to Grandpa Sheng. That will buy us some time. All right, I'll give it a try. Mama Sheng agreed, because it was related to fourth sister's happiness. Mama Sheng was willing to help. But if Grandpa Sheng keeps the medicine in the safe, we can't do anything about it. Then I'll torture Dr. Yin. You're really? Mama Sheng couldn't help but laugh when she heard that. However, she also felt that Sheng Xiao seemed to have a little more human when he was with Muchichi. He was no longer acting in his own way. At least, he had a place in his heart. Where's Muchichi? Her? Sheng Xiao glanced at the woman beside him. She was studying the information of the eldest son of the Liu family. He smiled. She's thinking of a way to solve the VVP night in Huangyao. Huangyao has an entire team, but they still can't solve it. She's just a little girl. Mama Sheng sighed. You should treat Muchichi well. Don't tire her out. It doesn't matter if you can't solve it. Let's wait and see. With that, Sheng Xiao hung up and kissed Muchichi on the head. Don't fool around. I am busy. Mom told me to love you more. I'm just doing my filial duty. Muchichi put down her pen and looked up. Sheng Xiao lifted her up from the chair. It's late, Xiao Qi. She really couldn't do anything to this man. In the Sheng family, Mama Sheng followed Sheng Xiao's arrangement. She asked the servant to go to Grandpa Sheng's room to look for the medicine. The servant knew Grandpa Sheng's habit of keeping things. Other than the safe, she knew where Grandpa Sheng kept the medicine, but she couldn't find it. The helper was helpless. She made one last attempt and found a small medicine bag in the corner of the safe. The helper was not sure, so she carefully opened it, looked at it, and carefully put it back. There were 4 yellow Xiaoyao pills. The servant did not dare to break them. She scraped some powder with her fingernails and took it away. She was ready to give it to Mama Sheng. However, when he went out, he bumped into the old man. He panicked and was scared out of his wits. What are you doing? Master, I was just frightened. Grandpa Sheng walked to the safe and looked at the medicine bag. When he found that it was still there, he waved his hand at the servant. You can leave now. After the servant left, Grandpa Sheng went to check the medicine bag again. He was relieved when he saw that there were no pills missing. The servant was so scared that she broke into a cold sweat. She quickly went to look for Mama Sheng. Mama Sheng had just returned to her room. She did not go to seventh sister because it was too deliberate. Anyway, it was the end of the month. So, she went to talk to Grandpa Sheng about the expenses of the family. How is it? I got it. I hope it will be useful for you. The servant took out a small paper bag and gave it to Mama Sheng. I only scraped a little powder. It's enough. Mama Sheng sent it to Sheng Xiao overnight. Sheng Xiao immediately arranged for the test. The next morning, Sheng Xiao got the answer. It was an aphrodisiac that could be bought in the market. Grandpa Sheng invited her to dinner. He prepared red wine and aphrodisiac. What was he doing? Wasn't he trying to force Sheng Minglan to submit? It seemed that Grandpa Sheng had noticed fourth sister's action. Otherwise, he would not want to do this. However, since Grandpa Sheng treated his granddaughter like this, He could not blame him for arranging a good show. Tonight, the Sheng family invited their future son-in-law to dinner. So, the servants were decorating the living room. According to Grandpa Sheng, it was to make the guests feel at home. Sheng Minglan was not excited. Her eyes were getting darker and darker. She could not see through her. Seventh sister saw that she was upset. So, she smiled at Sheng Minglan. Fourth sister, aren't you curious why there is a dinner tonight? Because I secretly told Grandpa that you are too close to Muchichi. Maybe you have been infected by her and want to get rid of Grandpa's control. So, Grandpa arranged this dinner to give you a wake-up call. This matter is already set in stone. You should just accept your fate. Sheng Minglan sneered. Why wouldn't I accept my fate? I just don't know that you are such a bitch. Why would I be a bitch? I'm just concerned about you. Sheng Minglan said nothing. She just clenched her fists. When she returned to her room, she called Sheng Xiao. Seventh sister is the one who urged me to do this. Sheng Xiao, I can't stand it anymore. Let seventh sister be the bride tonight. Are you sure? I'm sure. Why can't I resist for once? Why should I let her do whatever she wants? Just because I'm more obedient than her? More reasonable than her? No. Some people will only become worse if you are kind to them. Sheng Xiao, let's do it. Sitting in his office in Huangyao, Sheng Xiao smiled. The show was getting more and more interesting. If that's the case, let's add some spice to the plan. Other people's grandfathers could care for their granddaughters. For example, Grandpa Shun. There were also people who treated their granddaughters harshly and finally admitted their mistakes. For example, Grandpa Mu. But what about Sheng Zhao's grandpa? He used an aphrodisiac on his granddaughter. It was such a despicable trick. Sheng Minglan was determined to leave the Sheng family. Such a family and such elders were not worth her sadness. So, the show tonight would definitely be interesting. Jingyan was by Sheng Zhao's side. He knew what happened from the start and felt sorry for Sheng Xiao. But Sheng Xiao also reminded him, if you want fourth sister to be safe, don't act rashly. I'll make all the necessary preparations. When the time comes, you just need to bring fourth sister to the hospital and send her home secretly tomorrow morning. I'll make arrangements for everything else. Although Jingyan was worried, he nodded. Chapter 285. After business was over, Sheng Xiao went home, ready to bring Muchichi to Sheng Mansion to watch the show. On the other hand, Muchichi was already prepared. She had already changed into a long black dress and a brown trench coat. Sheng Xiao raised a brow. When he saw that the little one was so feminine, he couldn't help kissing her. Stop fooling around. Fourth sister's matter is more important. Sheng Xiao put his arm around Muchichi's waist, and they quickly got into the car. On the way, Sheng Xiao told Muchichi about Sheng Minghui's instigation in front of the old man. Muchichi almost exploded when she heard that. I don't get it. Seventh sister hates me for stealing you away and embarrassing her friend. I have nothing to say about that. But fourth sister has never done anything wrong to her. Why does she have to pick on me? Muchichi almost exploded when she heard that. Fourth sister helps you at every turn, and the two of you are inseparable. Of course, she would mark fourth sister as an enemy. But doesn't she know how she would hurt fourth sister by doing that? Do you think fourth sister would tolerate her? Do you know what fourth sister actually said? That Sheng Minghui would be a one-night bride. Muchichi was stunned at that. Sheng Minglan was not one to do evil to others, but Sheng Minghui had made her so unbearable. Well, let's wait for the show tonight. It was 6:30 at night. The Sheng family was already seated and dressed to the nines because they had a guest, the Englishman who was sitting beside Sheng Minglan. Everyone conversed in English and had a pleasant conversation. The old man was becoming more and more pleased with the Englishman because he revealed between the lines that he would grow with Huang Yao and that he would help the Sheng family expand into the northern European market after he and Sheng Minglan got married. The man was 34 years old and appeared elegant like most Englishmen. However, he never once told Sheng Minglan that he was married for the second time and had a daughter. It was a lie. The family conversed happily, but the old man never expected that Muchichi and Sheng Xiao would return halfway through the dinner. Why didn't you invite us to a gathering? Sheng Xiao asked the old man, holding onto Mama Sheng's chair. Humph. Grandpa Ji snorted. I'm just afraid that you'll ruin your sister's wedding. I'm bringing Chi back tonight just to make a living. Old master, you're thinking too much. The servants promptly brought chairs for them, while Sheng Xiao led Mu Chi to their seats. Still, everyone in the Sheng family at the dining table had their own thoughts and were making their own plans. Grandpa Sheng was afraid that Sheng Xiao would cause trouble, but Sheng Minghui was more than happy to see Mu Chi back, because she wanted Mu Chi to know that Grandpa's orders were not to be disobeyed. Even though fourth sister was so unwilling, Grandpa Sheng still ordered her to marry Mu Chi. This meant that if Grandpa Sheng asked Sheng Xiao to dump Mu Chi, he would have to do the same. But tonight, Mu Chi had no intention of looking for trouble at all. She talked to Mama Sheng the whole time and did not seem to care about Sheng Minghui at all. It was as if she was really here for dinner. But Grandpa Sheng did not forget to ask about the progress of Huang Yao's VVIP night. Chi, do you still remember the topic Grandpa gave you? Of course not. How could she forget the person who dug a hole for her to jump into? Are you confident? Grandpa only cares about the results. You don't have to care about anything else. Mu Chi told Grandpa Sheng confidently. I'll definitely give you a different VVIP night. You're the one who's boasting. Don't mess things up and embarrass Sheng Xiao. I'll do my best for him. Grandpa Sheng was deliberately diverting everyone's attention to Mu Chi so that they would not notice that he was actually helping Sheng Minghui and the Englishman get together. I don't believe that an 18-year-old girl like you could do anything. Mu Chi only replied after hearing Sheng Minghui's sarcasm. I'm sorry, but I'm 19. And seventh sister, I'll prove that I can do what you can't do at 25. Let's wait and see. The first half of the night was about the development of Huang Yao and the British fashion house, while the second half was about the VVIP night. After they had their fill, Grandpa Sheng looked at his children and grandchildren, especially Sheng Xiao. He was quite satisfied with the night. At least he was not here to cause trouble. Then, Grandpa Sheng turned to Sheng Minglan and the Englishman. Both of you, come to my study later. I have something to tell you. Yes, Grandpa, Sheng Minglan replied, sharing a look with Sheng Xiao to make sure that the show was ready. But that was when Sheng Minghui shouted, Is the chef crazy? Why is there so much mustard in the seafood? It's so spicy. Sister Yun, give me a glass of ice water. Sheng Xiao smirked. It seemed that he would have to raise the chef's salary. I'm coming, Miss Minglan. After dinner, everyone was still chatting when Sheng Xiao led Mu Chi away. Grandpa, don't forget to call me when there's dinner in the future. If you're this obedient every time, there will be seats for you everywhere in the house. The old man snorted. Well, I wish all of you a pleasant night, Sheng Xiao said meaningfully, and held Mu Chi's hand as they went downstairs. Still, they did not leave the house because they were waiting to receive Sheng Minglan. Meanwhile, Sheng Minglan and the Englishman had arrived at Grandpa Sheng's study, and the legendary law fight was finally presented to Sheng Minglan. About the engagement ceremony, Grandpa wants to ask you if there are any changes that need to be made. It's your engagement ceremony, and I want to hear your opinions. Without batting an eyelid, Old Master Sheng asked someone to prepare the wine glasses and poured the red wine, preparing to chat with the two of them while drinking. The Englishman was caught off guard, while Sheng Minglan deliberately cooperated. That was when Sheng Minghui slowly reacted after drinking the ice water. That was why she returned to her room, intending to take a bath and see if she would feel better. But when she passed by Sheng Minglan's room, she seemed to hear a woman moaning. She wanted to confirm it, but the door to Sheng Minglan's room was left open, and she was locked inside after she barged in. Soon, she was paralyzed on the floor, her body in agony. On the other hand, Sheng Minglan was starting to feel uncomfortable. Grandpa, I want to go back to my room. Knowing that she was having an outburst, the old man waved her off. Go. Sheng Minglan promptly got up and returned to her room with a hint of rationality. Then, she fell into a cold embrace. It was Jing Yun sent. I'll bring you to my room. Because no one knew that Sheng Minghui was in Sheng Minglan's room, the old man would not know that it was Sheng Minglan and not Sheng Minglan who was in the room. Chapter 286. Jingyan, I don't feel good. Sheng Minglan felt that this was the most embarrassing moment in her life. Her entire body was burning, and she couldn't help wanting to get closer to Jingyan. Even so, her rationality reminded her that she must not lose her composure like that. Jing Yin brought Sheng Minglan to the room he used to stay in and put her in the bathroom. Still, he could not bear to put Sheng Minglan in the cold water, so he used a cold towel to ease her discomfort. Hang in there. We'll get out of here soon. Jingyan, don't go. Sheng Minglan held on to Jingyan. This man was her only support right now. After all, she was afraid that the old man would notice them, and all her efforts would go to waste. I'm not going. I'll stay here with you. Jingyan put the wet towel over Sheng Minglan's neck so that she could regain some rationality. Meanwhile, the drug in the Englishman's body was starting to take effect. When the old man saw him, he asked, "Are you not feeling well?" "A little." "Then rest in Minglan's room. Don't go back tonight. I'll have the servants help you in." The old man was calm and composed, showing no sign that he had done something vicious. The Englishman didn't have the strength to reply, and so entered Sheng Minglan's room with the help of the servants. The Englishman couldn't find the light at all. He could vaguely see the bed, and so he walked towards it and threw himself on top of it. Meanwhile, Shang Minghui was tearing at her clothes in discomfort, and the two of them were in a blazing inferno. Soon, the room was filled with noises that left one blushing. When the servants heard that and confirmed that the job was done, they reported it to the old man. The old man seemed to have fulfilled a long-cherished wish. He ordered the servants, passed down the order. "No matter what sounds come from that room tonight, we don't need to pay attention to it." "Understood, master." The servants were naturally happy that they could rest earlier. However, none of them knew that the woman in the room wasn't Sheng Minglan at all. Even so, it was too late even if they found out now. Seeing that the servants were leaving, Mama Sheng quickly informed Jingyan, "I'll stall the old man. Find a chance to leave with fourth sister. Eight's brother's car is waiting downstairs." Seeing that his chance had come, Jingyan wrapped Sheng Minglan in his jacket so that she wouldn't be exposed, and carried her out of the house, avoiding the servants and going straight to the Sheng family's parking lot. "Jingyan." Mu Qiqi waved at Jingyan from the car. Jingyan quickly led Sheng Minglan into the car, and it was only then that Sheng Zhao's car left the house. "How is fourth sister?" Mu Qiqi looked back and saw Sheng Minglan blushing and moaning nonstop. Sheng Xiao turned her head and instructed Jingyan, "Go straight to Jingting. The doctor is already waiting there." Mu Qiqi understood Sheng Zhao's intention. So, she turned on the music in the car. There was nothing to see other people's embarrassment. She had to save fourth sister's face. Jingyan looked at the two people in front of the car gratefully. Only then did he hug Sheng Minglan tightly. Her body was too hot, and if he did not relieve it in time, it would definitely harm her body. Ti Yun's and Ti Sheng Zhao's Ti Sheng Yin Ti the Ti her. After all, his chest was cool and comfortable. Jingyan blushed as well. Fortunately, Mu Qiqi and Mu Qiqi pretended not to know about it. The music was loud as well. "Hold on a little longer, fourth sister." Sheng Minglan simply couldn't control the emptiness and desire in her body. So, she climbed onto Jingyan's neck and nibbled his ear. Jingyan held her down, afraid that she would do something more extreme. Finally, the car entered Jingting. Jingyan quickly carried Sheng Minglan down the car, and the family doctor reacted quickly. After checking Sheng Minglan, he took out a syringe and injected her with some medicine to relieve the heat. "There's a process. Wipe her body with a wet towel." At that, Jingyan carried Sheng Minglan to the bed in the guest room and went to the fridge to get some ice. Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi shared a look. They really thought that Jingyan would have to rely on his own abilities to stay single with the medicine. Sheng Minglan regained some of her rationality. When she saw Jingyan busying himself, she tugged at his sleeve. "Jingyan, what is it, fourth sister?" "Jingyan, what is it, fourth sister?" Jingyan quickly crouched in front of Sheng Minglan. "I feel terrible. I feel terrible. Don't you like me? Just take me." Jing Yun's whole body stiffened at Sheng Minglin's words. Fourth sister knew that he liked her, and she even told him to take her. Fourth sister, you've already seen the doctor. You'll be fine after a while. Jing Yun calmed Sheng Minglan in the next second. But it's really terrible. Sheng Minglan reached out to tug at her clothes and accidentally revealed a large part of her body. Jing Yun quickly covered her with a blanket. You'll be fine soon. I won't feel terrible if you take me. I won't take advantage of you. Jing Yun told Sheng Minglan very firmly. There's some ice here. I'll put it on for you. You'll be fine soon. Some wrong things should not happen at the wrong time. Jing Yun's mind was very clear. He did not want Sheng Minglan to have the wrong idea of marrying anyone but him because of this. He hoped that Sheng Minglan would be clear-headed whenever she made a decision. Sheng Minglan did not say anything else. She closed her eyes and cooperated with him. Soon, she got through the most difficult part and felt much better. After a while, Sheng Minglan opened her eyes and looked at Jing Yun. Don't tell anyone about what happened tonight. Don't worry. I won't do it for the rest of my life. Jing Yun promised. Sheng Minglan was relieved and closed her eyes. At the same time, she had a new understanding of Jing Yun. This man was really mature. Outside the door, Shang Xiao and Mu Qiqi were sitting in the living room. Mu Qiqi glanced at the door of the guest room and asked, Xiao Xiao, do you think they can make any progress? Fourth sister is already like this. Shang Xiao shook his head. Jing Yun won't take advantage of others. He wasted such a good opportunity. Even if he doesn't make any progress, he could still confess. Fourth sister knows Jing Yun's feelings. Shang Xiao pinched Mu Qiqi's nose. All right, let's not waste time. Go wash up and rest. What about you? I still have to send fourth sister home in the morning. Shang Xiao nudged Mu Qiqi. Go rest. I'll be up soon. Chapter 287. Waves of lust came and went, but when Sheng Minghui's stamina was completely drained, she finally realized that something was wrong. She was now lying in a man's arms, and they had done it countless times just now. What was going on? It was almost daybreak outside, and yet Sheng Minghui was having it with her brother-in-law. At that thought, she promptly jumped off the bed, holding back her discomfort as she returned to her room. When she reached the bathroom, she saw that her body was covered in marks of lovemaking. The crazy scene from last night flashed through her mind page by page. She slept with that Englishman? What about Sheng Minghui? Last night, she vaguely heard moaning in Sheng Minghui's room, which was why she pushed the door open and entered. After that, she had no recollection of anything else apart from the Englishman's madness. She simply could not remember anything else that happened last night. Sheng Minghui was sent back to the Sheng mansion in the wee hours of the morning, and only returned to her room after Sheng Minghui ran away as if she was running for her life. From the atmosphere in the room, one could feel what kind of drama had played out here last night. Sheng Minghui pretended to wake up in her room and woke the Englishman up. How could the Englishman know that he was not sleeping with his fiancée? Hence, he tried his best to explain to Sheng Minghui. Although Sheng Minghui felt wronged, she told the Englishman that they were going to be engaged anyway, and this was merely fulfilling their duty as husband and wife ahead of time. When Grandpa Sheng saw the two of them coming out of the room, he knew that it was a done deal. With Sheng Minghui's personality, she would not have any other thoughts since she had already given herself to the Englishman and would be content with the engagement. Hence, the Sheng family kept quiet about what happened last night, although they knew what had happened. Everyone believed that Sheng Minghui and the Englishman were inseparable, and only Sheng Minghui knew who had slept with the Englishman last night. Could she tell Grandpa Sheng about it? Not unless she wanted to die. Even so, she would not lose her chastity for no reason. Therefore, after breakfast, Sheng Minghui grabbed Sheng Minghui's wrist and dragged her to the Sheng mansion's garden. Fourth sister, you're really good. You planned everything last night, didn't you? Sheng Minghui, do you still want to rub salt in my wound? Sheng Minglin's eyes reddened too. Grandpa drugged the wine and made me give myself to this Englishman. Isn't that you're doing? You're trying to sow discord. Don't you know Grandpa will treat me like this? Sheng Minghui stared at Sheng Minglan as if trying to determine if she was telling the truth. How would I know that Grandpa would drug you? You don't know? Do you dare to say that you didn't know anything when Grandpa wanted to attend this banquet? Indeed, she had guessed it and was prepared to watch the show, but she had no intention of watching herself. Sheng Minghui looked into Sheng Minglan's eyes, but could not find any flaws. Even so, it was clear that she and the Englishman had rolled around in Sheng Minglan's room last night. Did the old man drug Sheng Minglan? But why was she the one being drugged? And where was Sheng Minglan when she had sex with the Englishman? Or rather, with whom? But she could not see anything from Sheng Minglan's eyes. Was she going to lose her virginity for nothing? No, it definitely had something to do with Sheng Minglan, but she did not have the guts to ask Grandpa about it. Fourth sister, you better not let me know that you've schemed against me. I schemed against you? If it wasn't for you, would I be where I am today? Sheng Minglan pulled up her sleeve and saw a bruise on her arm. It was left by forceful sucking, and it was exactly the same as the one on her body. But it was not from someone else's kiss. Sheng Minglan had inflicted it on her arm herself. How else could she hide it from Sheng Minghui? Sheng Minghui did not say anything else and left the garden. She simply could not figure out what went wrong. She had rolled around with her brother-in-law for a night. If Grandpa knew about it, he would definitely kick her out of the house. To make sure that Sheng Minglan was not lying, Sheng Minghui went to the study and tested the old man. Grandpa, fourth sister seems very sad last night. She has no choice but to be sad. I did it for her own good. Fourth sister said that you drug her. That has nothing to do with you. Grandpa Sheng's face fell and stopped Sheng Minghui. How could she say such things openly? Still, Grandpa Sheng's attitude made it clear to Sheng Minghui that Sheng Minglan must have fallen into the old man's trap. But what about her? Who could she complain to about her grievance? She felt utterly disgusted after being used by the Englishman for a night. Meanwhile, Grandpa Sheng felt guilty towards Sheng Minglan and became even more tolerant toward her. He did not stop Sheng Minglan even when she went out at night. Sheng Minglan went out to make sure that her body was fine and stayed by Jing Yun's side. After that, Sheng Minglan went to Jing Ting. Seventh sister is probably wondering why she woke up in my room out of the blue. Sheng Minglan said as she drank. If she didn't provoke Grandpa, this wouldn't have happened. Of course, I don't want to stay in this Sheng family anymore. I feel disgusted even for a second longer. Fourth sister, Mu Chi caressed her palm. You will be free soon. Everything will be over. Free? Sheng Minglan sneered. Do you think Grandpa would let me go after I did such a heinous thing? Still, there's nothing to be afraid of. It's better than sitting here and waiting for death. Miss Minglan, it's getting late. You should go back and rest. Jing Yun reminded her. I'm not going back tonight. Grandpa knows that I hate him, so he's not in the mood to care about me. With that, Sheng Minglan turned to Jing Yun beside her. Sheng Xiao and the others are resting. Why don't you talk to me for a while? This is my house. Sheng Xiao looked at them and gestured at the guest room with his chin. You two go in, Sheng Xiao. Sheng Xiao glanced at them before turning to Mu Chi. Go wash up. I'm going to the study. I'll be back in my room soon. All right. Mu Chi nodded. She had a feeling that Sheng Minglan had something to tell Jing Yun. Jing Yun was feeling a lot of pressure, especially after seeing Sheng Xiao and Mu Chi go upstairs. He felt his entire body stiffening as he faced Sheng Minglan, who was awake. About what happened last night, I won't tell anyone, Jing Yun quickly said. Chapter 288. No, Jing Yun answered honestly. Jing Yun answered honestly, because I know that if I really did that, you would hate me when you woke up. Hate you? Sheng Minglan chuckled. I'm already the Englishman's woman in other people's eyes. What else do I have to hate? It will all pass. Grandpa is so cruel, Sheng Minglan said, and promptly gulped down a glass of wine. But I didn't let seventh sister take advantage of me either. Miss Minglan, Jing Yun, why don't we get together? What do you think? Sheng Minglan put down her glass and suddenly crooked her finger at Jing Yun. It was only when he came close that she asked him, Get together with me? Jing Yun shook his head despite his shock. Miss Minglan, please stop joking. I have my dignity too. Even if Jing Yun had no background, his feelings were not cheap. He would not wag his tail like a dog when the person he liked responded to him. I'm serious. If I can leave the Sheng family this time, I'll come to you. With those words, Sheng Minglan curled up on the sofa and fell asleep in no time. When Jing Yun saw that, he carried her into the guest room. He was as calm as ever because he never thought that Sheng Minglan was serious from start to finish. Perhaps she was just drunk. Upstairs, after washing up, Mu Qiqi sprawled on the bed to read some documents. When Sheng Xiao entered the bedroom and saw that, he promptly patted her, but time is sleep. Why do I feel like our house has become a place where fourth sister and Jing Yun are having an affair? Weren't you the one who wanted them to get together? Sheng Xiao tugged off his towel and lay on the bed. Mu Qiqi quickly leaned over and lay on his chest. I'm going to meet the eldest son of the Liu family tomorrow. I have to finish my homework before fourth sister's engagement party. Bring bodyguards. Got it. Mu Qiqi nodded. I really want to see fourth sister and Jing Yun together. Meanwhile, Sheng Minglan did not return home. Meanwhile, seventh sister was in her room investigating the Englishman. Although this man was divorced and had a child, he was indeed very capable in that aspect. In addition, he owned a high-end fashion empire. In fact, she felt that she could consider this marriage. She did not need to take care of the child, and this man was not much older than her. He was a good man in all aspects. Why did she feel that Sheng Minglan was wrong by marrying this man? Now that she and this man had done the deed of husband and wife, she had tasted this man. If she was the one engaged to a British man, wouldn't Sheng Minglan's reputation hit rock bottom? Who would want second-hand goods abandoned by the British? Anyway, the man was unmarried, and the woman was unmarried. Why couldn't she? With that in mind, Sheng Minghui had her own plans, and this was probably something that no one had expected. When that time comes, she would have the capital to deal with Mu Qiqi. After all, she would not let herself suffer for nothing. If that was the case, it was better to snatch it from Sheng Minglan's hands. The next day, Mu Qiqi left Jing Ting dressed like a university student and went to the Liu family's company. The receptionist asked her if she had a special appointment because the eldest son of the Liu family had no time for a bored little girl. Mu Qiqi did not say anything else and simply asked the receptionist to pass the message. I'm Mu Qiqi. I would like to have 10 minutes of your time, Mr. Liu. I hope that you can pass the message. The two receptionists were stunned when they heard Mu Qiqi's name. The young bride of the Sheng family was famous throughout Jianchuan. Since she was not a poor university student, the two receptionists certainly passed the message. After waiting for a while, she finally got an unexpected 10 minutes. Eldest Liu's secretary brought her directly to the CEO's office. And before that, eldest Liu had just finished a collaboration. CEO, Miss Mu is here. I'll be right there. Judging from his voice, Mu Qiqi felt that he must be a refined person. And the truth proved that Mu Qiqi was right. The young master of the Liu family was indeed refined to the core. Even the way he pushed up his glasses made him look like he was a man of good taste. May I know why you are here, Miss Mu? For your wife. Mu Qiqi said straightforwardly. Oh, for Zixin. But we don't know each other. Eldest Liu replied to Mu Qiqi. I want to resolve the awkwardness of Huang Yao's VVIP night, so I came to disturb you. For that, that's Huang Yao's business. Why did you come to me instead of taking good care of your customers? Young Master Liu, do you want your wife to live in hatred all the time? If you can resolve the hatred in her heart, your life will be different, won't it? After hearing Mu Qiqi's words, CEO Liu laughed. As her husband, I have spent 7 years and still could not make her let go of her hatred. You're just an 18-year-old girl? Do you think I could trust you? But this is a chance. Since the worst-case scenario is no result, why don't you let me try? CEO Liu, what do you want me to do? All you need to do is to prepare a gift for your wife. Mu Qiqi replied. Is it that simple? If it's that simple, I would have done it long ago. There's no need for you. I can't be arrogant and force my thoughts on you. Besides, I promised you that I would only take up 10 minutes of your time. I won't take up another second of your time. I'll leave now. Muchichi was not a pushover. She was just telling eldest young Master Lu about the pros and cons. As for the rest, it naturally required the consent of the person involved. Soon, Muchichi walked out of the room. Meanwhile, eldest Lu became interested in Muchichi. She was just a child herself. Could she change Zixin's mind? That would be a joke. That was why he did not care about Muchichi at all. What earth-shattering things can 18-year-old do? Muchichi was so young and inexperienced that no one would trust her. The only one who trusted her was Sheng Xiao. Muchichi knew that, which was why she did not intend to give up after just one try. Sincerity was necessary to convince others, but ability was the key to gaining recognition. At the same time, she could not delay others' work, which was why she planned to come at noon the next day. On the way back, Sheng Xiao called Muchichi. How did it go? Not much. Because no one believes me. Muchichi pouted. You're giving up just like that? If he doesn't believe me, I'll do it until he does. No husband would want his wife to live in the abyss of the past. I'm trying to help him, and I believe he will understand. Sheng Xiao smiled and hung up, but after putting away his phone, he had Jingyun ask for eldest Lu's number. Are you planning to intervene, young master? Chapter 289. After what happened that night, Sheng Minghui began to weigh her chances of snatching the Englishman from Sheng Minglan's hands. How could she face the man at home after losing her chastity to her brother-in-law? Moreover, she had a taste of the man's ability in that aspect, which was the most addictive part of her. Sometimes, women cared so much about a man's sexual bliss. Moreover, with a man's comprehensive ability in all aspects, she felt that she could give it a try this time. Still, there would definitely not be any consequences if she broke through Grandpa Sheng and Sheng Minglan. But it would be a different story if she could break the Englishman's bottom line first. After a long time of planning, Sheng Minghui finally got the man's contact information and knew which hotel he was staying in. There were only a few days left, and the preparations for Sheng Minglan and the man's engagement ceremony were complete. It would be too late if she didn't get there soon. As usual, Sheng Minglan and the Englishman tried on gowns and accessories while making final confirmations about the hotel. That night, Sheng Minghui was waiting outside Sheng Mansion. When she saw the Englishman's car leaving the house, she made up her mind to chase after it. When they reached the hotel, she directly blocked the Englishman's way. Their gazes met, and there seemed to be a mysterious attraction between them. After all, the craziness of that night had left a deep impression on both of them. You are Minglan's younger sister. Sheng Minghui approached the Englishman and whispered under his chin. I'm the woman who spent the night with you. The Englishman's gaze was shocked, but there was also a throbbing. How can you prove it? Won't you know when we go to the room? Sheng Minghui arched a brow charmingly. Hence, they entered the room, and once inside, Sheng Minghui wrapped her arms around the Englishman and started kissing him, oblivious to everything else around her. And it was that familiar taste that made the Englishman come to a sudden realization. It's you, it's really you. Of course it's me, Sheng Minghui said seductively. It must be unforgettable. Ever since that night, I couldn't forget you. Now that the Englishman's flame had been ignited, he naturally wanted to inspect the goods. Therefore, they soon fell onto the bed behind him, and in no time at all, they were inseparable. It felt exactly the same as that night, and the Englishman almost lost his mind. I didn't expect it to be you. It was such a wonderful feeling. But you're about to get engaged to my sister. After that, Sheng Minghui got up from the bed to keep the Englishman away. You will be my brother-in-law in a few days. Minglan, I don't want her. I want you. I want you. Sheng Minghui put on her clothes and smiled provocatively at the Englishman. Do you dare to go to the Sheng family and ask for my grandfather's hand in marriage? Sheng's flame was no longer. The Sheng Lishman's old Sheng was Sheng. Their Sheng's Ling was. Old Sheng, I, Sheng. He Shengli said. Sheng, it's still you. With that, Sheng Minghui picked up her handbag and was about to leave when the old Englishman grabbed her, and pressed her down. I want you. I want you. Sometimes, relationships between men and women were weird. It began with an accident, only to become infatuated with that accident. Sheng Minghui certainly couldn't return to Sheng Mansion that night. After all, she really liked the Englishman's body and abilities. How could Sheng Minglin's meek personality win over the Englishman who loved thrills? It was better to let her have him. The next day, Sheng Minghui returned home full of energy and charm. After all, she had slept with Sheng Minglin's fiancé, which made her feel like she had snatched something from Sheng Minglan. At the dining table in the morning, old Sheng told everyone to focus on the big event in 2 days. After all, it wasn't Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi's engagement, and the Sheng family had to be present. Moreover, the old man specifically told Sheng Minghui, "Fourth sister is getting engaged. Could you not mess things up?" "What, Grandpa? Do I like to mess things up?" Sheng Minghui asked with a smile. "You have a nerve to say that." The old man snorted and said nothing else, but Sheng Minghui chuckled to herself. Was she just messing things up? What could Sheng Minglan do to her if she wanted to snatch this person away? Even Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi couldn't force the Englishman to marry fourth sister, could they? At the moment, Sheng Minghui was rather smug. She simply didn't know that she had helped Sheng Minglan leave the Sheng family. In the afternoon, Mu Qiqi arrived at the Liu family's house again. She didn't need to make an appointment with eldest Liu at the front desk and simply sat quietly in the living room, reading her books and completing her homework. Eldest Liu didn't come to see Mu Qiqi when he heard about it from the secretary, and continued with his own business and meetings. Mu Qiqi didn't insist and left the Liu family's house half an hour later, saying that she would come again. The secretary couldn't help chuckling when she conveyed Mu Qiqi's message. If the little girl really wants your help, couldn't she just ask the crown prince to come personally? Eldest young master Liu pushed up the golden glasses on the bridge of his nose and shook his head. If she comes again tomorrow, ask the receptionist to tell her that if she can't come up with a feasible solution, she shouldn't show up again. Many things can't be done with sincerity. Got it, see? Mu Qiqi was only 19 years old, and no one would put their hopes on a little girl like her to stir up trouble. Still, Mu Qiqi wasn't discouraged. Although she felt that she could do it without eldest Liu's help, she still wanted to do it perfectly. The Sheng family's expectation for her was that she would complete her mission as long as the 2 daughters-in-law of the Liu family didn't fight. What special VVP night? Could she do it with her ability? Moreover, the most important thing for the Sheng family now was Sheng Minglin's engagement, and no one would care about what she was planning for now. That night, Sheng Minghui was having a passionate affair with the man who was going to be her sister's. She seemed to be especially infatuated with the feeling of teasing Sheng Minglan. So, the things she could do with this man were even more unrestrained. Who wouldn't like such a stunner? She was open-minded and knew how to play tricks. If she could make a man happy in bed, what else could she not get? You're going to be engaged to my sister in 1 day. Are you really going to abandon me? Baby, it's just an engagement. You can call it off. Chapter 290. Of course, I only want you. You know how infatuated I am with you and your body. Then wouldn't it be better if we could officially get engaged? I would agree to anything you want then. But now, we can only have an affair. The Englishman couldn't stand the pressure and clutched his head. Baby, let me think about it. Then take your time. Don't even think about touching me before you think it through. The man was wavering because he was afraid that old Sheng wouldn't agree to it. It seemed that she had to come up with something, or wouldn't everything be for naught once the engagement ceremony was held? Sheng Minghui returned to the Sheng family in the middle of the night, but kept thinking about how she could stir things up. Meanwhile, Sheng Minglan was still seriously preparing for the establishment of her company. Both of them wanted to make a big deal out of the engagement ceremony, but Sheng Minglan never expected that Sheng Minghui would be so shameless. On the next day, there was only 1 day left until Sheng Minglin's engagement ceremony. Over the last few days, Sheng Xiao had noticed that Jing Yun's mind was entirely on Sheng Minglan, and his heart was hanging by a thread for her. What Sheng Minglan said that night was like a dream to him. To be honest, Did he not have any expectations? That was impossible. But he knew that Sheng Minglan was already drunk at the time and was clearly joking. If you're so worried, why don't I give you a few days off and keep fourth sister company? Jingyan quickly came to his senses at Sheng Zhao's teasing voice. I'm sorry, young master. Go. See if fourth sister needs help, or perhaps you need to keep an eye on the Englishman. After all, he knew very well that Jingyan was just a shell even if he stayed by his side, and it was time for him to groom a new assistant. After all, how much longer could Jingyan help him? Jingyan glanced at Sheng Xiao, but obeyed and left his side. At that, Sheng Xiao called the eldest son of the Liu family. Chief Liu, it's Sheng Xiao. The other party finally laughed when he heard Sheng Xiao's voice, but there was a hint of mockery in his voice. I knew it, knew what? Or did you think that Mu Chi is just a 19-year-old girl who can't do anything other than rely on me? That's why you called. As you think, eldest young master Liu answered honestly. Eldest young master Liu, I'm very displeased with your attitude. Sheng Xiao's voice began to turn cold. How about this? I don't think you really care for your wife. Otherwise, why wouldn't you dare to gamble when there's no loss of interest? I will talk to Chier. I don't need your cooperation. We will settle the VVP night in Huangyao as usual. But I can't guarantee that your wife's attitude towards you will change after that night. Are you threatening me? It's just as you think. Do you think that Mu Chi can't do anything with me around? Eldest young master Liu. He did not consider this relationship at all. He simply did not trust Mu Chi. That's it. With that, Sheng Xiao was about to hang up when eldest Liu suddenly spoke up to stop him. I can work with you. Don't tell Qi that I called you. This time, Sheng Xiao really did hang up. On the other end, eldest Liu was suddenly curious. From the looks of it, the crown prince did not call because Mu Chi asked him to, and Mu Chi was not in the know. Moreover, Sheng Xiao told him not to tell Mu Chi. In other words, he wanted to protect Mu Chi's pride. It seemed that the rumors were right. The crown prince really did treat his little bride as the apple of his eye. Since Sheng Xiao was backing him, he could give it a try. After years of being stuck in a marriage, he wanted some change. That afternoon, Mu Chi met eldest Liu as she wished, and he was delighted. How do you want me to cooperate? Mu Chi was taken aback. Why did eldest Liu suddenly change his mind? What? Didn't you want me to cooperate? I just need you to think of a way to get this set of jewelry. This was polished not long after Huangyao was established. It is priceless. It was originally not for sale, but in order to tide over the difficult times, the CEO of Huangyao auctioned this set of jewelry. I want your wife to become the most beautiful person on that night. I want her to understand that she has a husband who loves her the most. She should be looking down on those despicable people now. So, are you willing to let her shine on the bright night gala? Eldest Liu nodded when he saw the exquisite set of jewelry. It's been years since I gave Zixin a decent gift. This is the perfect time to make up for it. Tell me on time whether you find a set of jewelry or not, or I can prepare something else. Is this what you want me to do? Eldest Liu became even more curious about Mu Chi. You're trying so hard to help me save my marriage, just so that Huangyao's VVIP night could break the usual stalemate? Because that's the crux of the matter. Mu Chi did not waste too much of eldest Liu's time and left the office after she was done. Eldest Liu was even more intrigued now. Just when you thought that this girl was just a rich second-generation heir, she quickly slapped you in the face. Interesting, I finally understand why the crown prince fell in love with her. Chief Liu, Mu Chi is not as simple as she seems. His secretary replied. Then let's look for the jewelry. I want to give Zixin a surprise too. Yes, Chief. In fact, Mu Chi was not without doubts even after she left the Liu family. Wasn't it strange that she suddenly changed her attitude when she was unhappy to see her 2 days ago? Therefore, when she got home, Mu Chi quickly found Sheng Xiao and climbed onto his thighs to interrogate him. Did you contact that young master of the Liu family behind my back? Sheng Xiao was unmoved. Did he give you the green light? Was it you? Mu Chi tugged at his ears and shook him. Was it you? Only you would dare to twist my ears like that. Sheng Xiao shielded Mu Chi, not letting her fall off his thighs. Humph, can't you let me rely on myself? At most, I'll spend twice as much time, but I'll always be able to do it. If you do this, it'll really become your homework this time. I'm just giving you a chance. I might not help you even if you beg me later. Sheng Xiao said, pressing down on his little one. Chapter 291. That's a promise. You're not allowed to interfere from now on. Whoever does is a pig. Mu Chi clung onto Sheng Xiao's shoulder and made a promise. Sheng Xiao couldn't help leaning back and looking at Mu Chi with a half-smile. Aren't you the pig I'm rearing? How is fourth sister doing? It's almost the engagement ceremony. Will she be all right? You should ask Jing Yun about that. Sheng Xiao held her down so that she wouldn't move, tidied up the documents in front of him, picked her up, and walked to the bedroom. There was only one night left. How could Sheng Minghui not be anxious? Over the last few days, she had been making love with this man every day. Wasn't to change his mind? However, this man, until now, did not move, and she was already anxious. Well, if you don't explain things to Grandpa tonight, I'll give birth to the child when I get pregnant. You'll be in even more trouble when things get out of hand. I haven't used any contraceptives these days, you know. In fact, the Englishman was on the verge of breaking down too. He was obsessed with Sheng Minghui. He had thought that he could calm Sheng Minghui down first and correct the mistake after the engagement ceremony. But Sheng Minghui clearly wanted herself to be the bride-to-be at the engagement ceremony tomorrow. And just as Sheng Minghui said, she might be pregnant. If that was the case, he could change his bride. So, at 8 o'clock that night, Will suddenly called Grandpa Sheng and asked for a meeting. Half an hour later, Will's car arrived at Sheng Mansion, and he went straight to Grandpa Sheng's room. But 2 minutes later, Grandpa Sheng flew into a rage and barked at the servant. Get Miss Minghui and Miss Minghui here. Sheng Minglan was still at the new company and completely unaware of what was happening when Grandpa Sheng suddenly summoned her to the Sheng family. Jing Yun followed her, fearing that she might have some problems and need help. When they arrived at Sheng Mansion, Sheng Minghui was already kneeling in Grandpa Sheng's study. Grandpa, Minglan. Grandpa Sheng found it hard to speak. Sheng Minghui, tell your fourth sister yourself. Sheng Minghui glanced at the old man and then at Will, before rising to her feet and telling Sheng Minglan, actually, the one who slept with Will that night was me, fourth sister. What do you mean? Sheng Minglan asked. What do you want to do before I get engaged? Fourth sister, it's true. Because of this, Will and I love each other and want to be together. That's why he wants to break off his engagement with you and get engaged to me. Sheng Minglan took 2 steps back at that. Say that again? Will wants to replace me as the betrothed bride for tomorrow's wedding. Actually, we've been together for the past few days. We really like each other. He's just afraid of hurting you, so he hasn't said anything. But we don't want to continue making mistakes, so Will came to Grandpa and laid his cards on the table. He doesn't want to make a huge mistake. At that, Sheng Minglan slapped Sheng Minghui. To put it bluntly, aren't you the one who snatched my fiancé? What was the point of saying so many high-sounding words? B*TCH. Grandpa drugged my wine that day, and you're saying that you were the one with Will? What about me? Sheng Minglan was furious. Do you think getting engaged is like playing house or shopping? We've already sent out the wedding invitations, and everyone knows that I'm getting engaged to Will tomorrow. And now you're trying to snatch my love away? Is this how you treat your sister? Seventh sister? Minglan, I don't know where you were that night, but I'm sure that you weren't the one who slept with me. You can go for a checkup. Will had joined Sheng Minghui's side. So, you adulterous couple, what do you want? Minglan, don't get so worked up. The old man tried to calm her. Sheng Minglan was shaking all over. Grandpa, you're the one who wanted me to marry Will, and you're the one who drugged my wine. You're also the one who wanted me to get engaged to Will. Now, I've resigned myself to fate, but my sister stole my fiancé away. Wouldn't you be worked up if you were me? Tomorrow is the engagement ceremony. It's useless for you to be emotional now. I'm also angry at the two of them, but they've been hanging out together for the past few days. Who knows, They might have a child soon. If you two get engaged tomorrow, won't you be at a disadvantage? Grandpa, I won't agree to cancel the engagement. At most, we'll blow things up tomorrow and see who's in the right. Fourth sister, I'm begging you. I really like Will, and you won't be happy with him if you force yourself to be with him. But Grandpa was the one who forced me in the beginning. He didn't even ask me if I'm willing. Anyway, I won't budge no matter what you say. The engagement ceremony will continue tomorrow. Minglan, you can't do that. Otherwise, the Sheng family's reputation would be ruined. The old man stopped her. Wouldn't people talk about the Sheng family if we changed the bride tomorrow? Sheng Minglan asked the old man in return, tears streaming down her face. I don't agree. Minglan, seventh sister is shameful, but I'll find a better man for you if she takes your place and gets engaged to Will tomorrow. There's no need. Sheng Minglan yelled in despair. Grandpa, you're biased towards seventh sister. You think of everything for her, which is why you're sacrificing me. Fine, if that's the case, there's no point in me living. I'd rather die cleanly. With that, Sheng Minglan picked up a fruit knife beside her and slit her wrist. The old man was terrified when he saw it. Minglan, silly child, don't come near me again. You can let seventh sister replace me tomorrow. But let me tell you, from today onwards, I'm no longer a member of the Sheng family. If you arrange another marriage for me, I will die in front of you. I mean it. The old man panicked. Put down the knife. I'll promise you anything. Promise me everything, including letting me continue the engagement tomorrow. Well, set me free if you can't, or don't save me. The old man knew very well that it was a huge blow to Sheng Minglan, which was why he had to relinquish his control over her. I'll listen to you. I won't force you again. I want you to swear it, or the Sheng family will end without descendants. Sheng Minglan raised her right hand determinedly. Chapter 292. Remember your vow today. Sheng Minglan finally put down her right hand after she heard that. Seventh sister, hurry up and get a doctor for your fourth sister. Grandpa Sheng quickly said when he saw that Sheng Minglan had relaxed. In fact, Sheng Minghui did not expect Sheng Minglan to have such a big reaction. So, she quickly went up to Sheng Minglan and tried to cover her wound. But no need. Don't touch me. Sheng Minglan pushed her away. Don't touch me with your filthy hands. Sheng Minghui froze on the spot. Meanwhile, Sheng Minglan covered her wound and took 2 steps back. I wish you two the best of luck. I wish that you two will live a long life together and die a horrible death. With that, Sheng Minglan glanced at Grandpa Sheng as if she was deeply hurt. Then, she turned and left Grandpa Sheng's study. Minglan, Grandpa Sheng wanted to stop his daughter. But why would he stop Sheng Minglan? Her fiancé was stolen and her reputation was tarnished. As a grandfather, he could not stand beside Minglan because the engagement ceremony would be held tomorrow. Looking at the 2 culprits behind this incident, Grandpa Sheng trembled in anger. As you wish. Get out of my sight now. Grandpa, thank you for helping me. I know you love me the most. Grandpa Sheng had no choice. The 2 of them had already confessed their physical relationship. How could he stop them? Did he have to put Sheng Minglan in as well? However, no matter what, this matter had caused a great deal of harm to fourth sister. This was the first time he had felt such a deep sense of guilt towards his granddaughter. And that was exactly what Sheng Minglan wanted. Late at night, Sheng Minglan walked out of Grandpa Sheng's room. Jing Yun was shocked when he saw her hand covered in blood. He quickly went up to her. What happened? It's nothing. I cut myself. Let's go to Jing Ting first. No matter what, we have to stop the bleeding first. With that, Jing Yun dragged Sheng Minglan to his old room. He put her on the couch and went to get the first aid kit. Why did you hurt yourself? Jing Yun squatted in front of Sheng Minglan and cleaned her wound. Luckily, it's not too deep. I just wanted to scare Grandpa. I know what I'm doing. Sheng Minglan explained. Jing Yun, you don't have to argue with Grandpa tomorrow. He has promised me that he will not interfere with my marriage or control my life. Don't say anything. I'll bandage it for you. To Jing Yun, the most important thing was her body. Everything else, no matter how excited she was, should not come at the cost of her body. Don't do it again. In that situation just now, I had no other choice. This was the only way for Grandpa to see my pain and determination. Jing-Yun quickly bandaged her wound before pulling her up. Let's go to Jing-Ting. Wait. Sheng Minglan suddenly remembered something and grabbed his hand instead. Do you remember? I told you that night that I told you and I would get together if I could get away from Grandpa. Jing-Yun froze at her words and stared blankly at her. I thought you were drunk. I thought you were drunk. I'm not. I'm sober, Sheng Minglan said seriously. Jing-Yun's expression was very unnatural. He still wanted to carefully protect his feelings for Sheng Minglan, but it was precisely because of his hesitation that Sheng Minglan suddenly stood on her tiptoes and kissed him on the cheek. This time, Jing-Yun was completely dumbfounded. It's fine. Let's go to Jing-Ting first. I will wait for your answer. With that, Sheng Minglan walked in front of Jing-Yun. Jing-Yun's reaction was slow. It was only after long while that his face turned as red as a cooked lobster. The atmosphere was a little awkward. The two did not speak on the way to Jing-Ting. Meanwhile, Sheng Minghui had successfully snatched the Englishman from Sheng Minglan's hands. Grandpa Sheng had decided that she would replace Sheng Minglan as the bride-to-be tomorrow. To prevent the guests from being embarrassed, Grandpa Sheng had come up with a trick. He would say that the bride's name was wrong. It was not Sheng Minglan, but Sheng Minghui. That way, the guests could only accept it. But no one could have imagined that the Sheng family would change their bride-to-be at the last minute the night before the engagement ceremony. Mama Sheng could not help sighing when she heard about the drama before going to bed. Seventh sister is really bold. She even dared to snatch her brother-in-law. And she did such a shameless thing. What's worse is that we have to explain and smile at her tomorrow. I heard that fourth sister cut her wrists on the spot. I really don't know how disappointed and desperate she is. Papa Sheng waved his wife off to let her rest after listening to her nagging. Let the two brothers fight. It has nothing to do with us. The brothers that Papa Sheng was referring to were fourth sister and seventh sister's father. If that's the case, fourth sister would definitely not go to the engagement ceremony tomorrow. How sad. Perhaps everyone in the Sheng family thought so, especially Sheng Minghui. When she saw how devastated Sheng Minglan was last night, she was filled with the exhilaration of victory. Wool was hers now, and with that, her background would have a considerable boost, and she would have more confidence in the Sheng family in the future. So, after the thrilling experience in the study, she danced around in her room. Tomorrow's bride-to-be would be Sheng Minghui. If that was the case, Sheng Minglan would not appear tomorrow, would she? Although Grandpa Sheng had an excuse to the public, who could not see the crux of it. If Sheng Minglan showed up tomorrow, she would definitely become the target of sympathy, because she was abandoned by the groom the day before the engagement ceremony. But who would care about Sheng Minglan tomorrow? Now it was time for Sheng Minghui to get lucky. When Jing-Yun brought Sheng Minglan to Jing-Ting, Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi were already resting. Sheng Xiao frowned when he saw Sheng Minglan, who was injured. What happened? Sheng Minglan sat on the sofa and told them everything about Sheng Minglan stealing her man. Maybe what happened that night gave her the idea to beat me at my own game. That's why there was such a good show tonight. Sheng Minglan probably doesn't know how much help she has given me. At this moment, seventh sister must be very pleased with herself because she stole your man from your hands and successfully humiliated you. She didn't have to confront Grandpa Sheng directly and even won his guilt. Sheng Minglan doesn't know that you are the biggest winner. Sheng Xiao took out a glass of red wine from the wine cabinet and poured it for Sheng Minglan. Congratulations, fourth sister. I didn't expect things to turn out this way. I had already prepared for the worst. Sheng Minglan breathed a sigh of relief. Sheng Xiao smiled too. We achieved our goal without sacrificing a single person. We can continue to bide our time. Tomorrow, let's focus on watching Sheng Minglan's show. Chapter 293. After finishing the wine, Sheng Xiao looked at Jing-Yun's face and ears, which were all red. What did this guy do to his fourth sister? Since it's seventh sister's turn tomorrow, you should rest in Jing-Ting tonight. Chi, And I will continue to sleep. You two do as you please." With that, Sheng Xiao winked at Mu Qiqi. Understanding his meaning, Mu Qiqi nodded. "Me too. I'm suddenly very sleepy. I'll leave this place to you." With that, the couple got up from the sofa and went upstairs one after another. They clearly wanted to give Sheng Minglan and Jing Yun some alone time. Knowing their intentions, Sheng Minglan blushed and glanced at Jing Yun. "If that's the case, you should stay with me." "Miss Minglan." Sheng Minglan grabbed Jing Yun's arm and made him sit on the sofa. Then, she leaned her head against him. "If you really don't like me, you can push me away." Jing Yun. Sheng Minglan smiled in satisfaction when she saw that Jing Yun did not move. She felt relieved. "Jing Yun, do you think I'm old?" "Of course not." Jing Yun quickly replied. "I don't have any power or background. I can't protect you, and I don't want to bring trouble to you. Grandpa has promised not to care about me. At least, you can slowly think about how to protect me in the next 1 or 2 years." Sheng Minglan's voice was very soft, but she mustered a lot of courage. "I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but I want to be like Sheng Xiao and be loyal to my heart. That way, no matter what happens in the future, at least I would work hard and have no regrets. Isn't the scariest thing in life to be afraid of failure before it even starts?" Even if he knew that, Jing Yun was still afraid, because he knew that some things would be beyond redemption once they started. Sheng Minglan sighed when she saw that Jing Yun did not move. "You're really frighteningly rational." Jing Yun let Sheng Minglan lean on him, but that was all. He was completely holding back his emotions. After all, he had not thought about whether he should start this path of no return. Upstairs, Mu Qiqi peeked at the scene downstairs and couldn't help feeling disappointed. Fourth sister is taking the initiative. What's Jing Yun doing? Afraid that the people downstairs would see them, Sheng Xiao quickly dragged Mu Qiqi into the room. "Why are you looking at other people? Don't tell me I haven't fed you enough?" "Xiao Xiao, why do you think Jing Yun is so stubborn?" Mu Qiqi did not realize that her pajamas had already been taken off halfway. When she came to her senses, she realized that her earlobe had been bitten by the man. Since fourth sister has already thought it through, Jing Yun will accept his fate sooner or later. Why do you have to worry about him? That's true. Mu Qiqi nodded, only to find that the man's lips were already moving downwards. Don't bite there. Both upstairs and downstairs were filled with warmth. Although Jing Yun did not respond for the entire night, he did not resist, did he? When the sky turned bright, Fifth Aunt came over and saw the mess in the living room. She knew that she had to prepare breakfast for 4 people today. Because Jing Yun was afraid that Fifth Aunt would see him, he carried the sleeping Sheng Minglan to the guest room. Soon, Sheng Xiao and Mu Qiqi got up, and Jing Yun helped Fifth Aunt to prepare breakfast. "Fourth sister, are you not going to the engagement ceremony today?" Mu Qiqi asked Jing Yun when she saw that Sheng Minglan had not gotten up. "Why not? Of course I'm going." Sheng Xiao smiled. "How can I miss such a good show? I'll call her." Jing Yun put down the cutlery and said quickly, "At the same time, in the Sheng family." Sheng Minglan's belongings had been sent to Sheng Minghui's room. Both of them had similar figures, so there was no problem with the dress. Even the ceremony was the same. The only thing that made people uncomfortable was the name on the invitation. Some people in the Sheng family only got the news on the second day. The bride had been changed just like that. Seventh sister's parents could not control their daughter at all. Because Grandpa Sheng had been taking care of her, they found it ridiculous that something like this happened. But they could not do anything about it. "Xiao Qin, you are still in charge of the engagement ceremony today. Don't make any trouble." Grandpa Sheng had woken up early in the morning and was getting dressed up. Mama Sheng was not willing to take over this responsibility. Seventh sister had gotten what she wanted, but what about fourth sister? "I know you feel sorry for fourth sister, but since it has happened, we can only think of a way to make up for it. Fourth sister will not be at the engagement ceremony today, will she?" Mama Sheng was worried about Sheng Minglan's mood. Who could accept her fiancé being snatched away by her sister? She should be with your baby son. Instead of worrying about fourth sister, you should worry about eighth sister. Will he make trouble at the engagement ceremony? Sheng Xiao made trouble? It was impossible. To ensure that nothing bad would happen at the ceremony, Mama Sheng called Sheng Xiao in advance. No matter what he was going to do, as a mother, she had to be mentally prepared. But when Sheng Xiao heard Mama Sheng's worry, he laughed out loud. "Mom, you're thinking too much. I won't do anything. After all, the guests here are not blind. It's enough for seventh sister to worry about. Why should I do anything unnecessary? Is fourth sister in a good mood? It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad." Sheng Xiao answered ambiguously. "Then you should send someone to take good care of her today, so that she won't be sad." Sheng Xiao raised his eyebrows. Did his mother think that Sheng Minglan would not attend the ceremony? Moreover, Sheng Minglan did not need anyone to take care of her. After getting rid of Grandpa Sheng's control, she had a new life. She was in a good mood. Sad? Forget about it. But Sheng Xiao did not tell Mama Sheng about this. He was waiting for Sheng Minglan to show up and surprise everyone. Thinking of this, Sheng Xiao's smile brightened, because there would be a good show today. Because of this, he had to remind Mu Chi. Hurry up and pack up. We're going to leave now. Your grandpa will attend the ceremony today. Don't you miss him?" "Of course I miss him." Mu Chi had already changed into a silver A-line dress from Chanel's Haute Couture collection. There was a black satin ribbon tied into a bow around her waist. Mu Chi looked especially ethereal when she wore it. Sheng Xiao draped a warm coat over her, and she looked even more delicate and lovely. "We're a fourth sister and the others. They will leave a little later." Sheng Xiao smiled playfully. He let the little one hold his arm, and they walked out of Jingting together. Chapter 294. In fact, the guests who had arrived early had already raised their questions. It was Sheng Minglan on the invitation card. How did the bride become Sheng Minghui? Especially the poster at the entrance of the hotel. It was obviously photoshopped. It was so fake. What's going on? Is the Sheng family messing with us? The bride-to-be was Sheng Minglan yesterday. How did she become Sheng Minghui all of a sudden? Well, the guests had their questions, but they could not ask Grandpa Sheng alone. Sheng Zhao's engagement was already a good show. Could it be that the Sheng family's wedding this time would be even more exciting? Everyone had questions, or rather, it should be said that the guests all had questions. They really wanted to know why the bride had changed overnight. They just wanted to see if the old man would come out to explain. At 10 o'clock in the morning, Sheng Xiao and Mu Chi arrived at the venue. It was different from their engagement ceremony. This time, Grandpa Sheng was trying his best to make it grand. So, it was even more extravagant than the ceremony on the lawn. Although the ceremony was held indoors, the hall that could accommodate 1,000 people was decorated like a vast starry sky. It was indeed stunning. Grandpa Sheng did not expect Sheng Xiao to entertain the guests. But he still asked him, "How is your fourth sister now? Since you have hurt her, why do you ask?" Sheng Xiao would not give him an answer so easily. Seventh sister did go overboard in this matter. But no matter what, I have to wait until the engagement ceremony is over before I settle the score with her. You don't have to look at me like that. I will not do anything out of line today. Sheng Xiao knew that Grandpa Sheng was afraid that he would stand up for Sheng Minglan. But fourth sister would come today, so he would not be needed. Where is Chi? She is with Grandpa Sheng. Let her entertain her. Grandpa Sheng snorted. Then he stopped holding Sheng Xiao. On the other hand, Mu Chi was sitting beside Grandpa Sheng. She was happy when she saw Grandpa and second aunt's family. "I haven't seen you for a while. How is everyone? Where is Dad? Your father is recovering now. He has improved a lot," Grandpa Sheng said happily. "But little Seven, didn't you say that fourth sister is getting engaged today? How did she become seventh brother?" Huang Yu couldn't help but start gossiping. How did the bride change overnight? Second aunt, it's a long story. Mu Chi explained to Huang Yu softly. This incident happened last night. Huang Yu listened to the gossip and suddenly understood. She was angry too. This Sheng Minghui is so shameless. She snatched someone else's fiancé the night before the engagement. No wonder Grandpa Sheng's face is so ugly today. Shoo, We could talk about this in private. Of course. If I tell others, wouldn't I be giving you trouble? Now, Huang Yu could understand the ways of the world. She knew that it would be difficult to deal with Mu Chi-Chi in her in-laws' home. Anyway, let's just wait and watch the show today. At 11 o'clock in the morning, a pair of newlyweds appeared in the venue of the engagement banquet. When the guests saw that the bride-to-be was really seventh sister and not fourth sister, they were immediately shocked. Old Sheng began to explain to the guests. I'm really sorry. Someone made a mistake in the name on the invitation. I asked fourth sister to help me prepare for the ceremony, but someone messed it up. When the invitation was sent out, I only realized that I've made a mistake. I'm really sorry for embarrassing myself. Since it was a mistake, why didn't Sheng Minglan appear? After listening to the explanation, the guests reluctantly accepted it. Which company did this? Old Sheng. You have to find trouble with them. That's right. It's not a mistake at all. It's just a last-minute change. My good friend told me that Sheng Minglan was the one who went to make the gown. Even if she was helping to organize the engagement ceremony, she didn't have to help to try on the gown, did she? Someone continued to whisper. Sai, can you ask your friend to find out more about the inside story? It's not easy to find out about other people's private affairs, but I can guarantee that there's something fishy going on. Otherwise, why didn't Sheng Minglan appear? Maybe the younger sister stole the older sister's fiancé. The two young ladies stood aside and gossiped. But Sheng Minghui, who was not far away, heard it. With her temper, how could she tolerate it? She walked up to them and said, What were you talking about just now? Do I need to steal someone else's fiancé with my status? This engagement was mine from the beginning. Fourth sister was just helping me. Why are you being so fierce? The two young guests were not ordinary people. Everyone is talking about you behind your back. It's not just the two of us. What kind of family is the Sheng family? How could they make a mistake with the invitation? Don't tease me. You're the one who deceived yourself. Isn't it obvious? Isn't it because you stole someone else's fiancé during the engagement ceremony? Then you've really misunderstood. Sheng Minghui wanted them to stop talking. She whispered to them, Why can't it be my fourth sister who did something wrong? It's only natural that outsiders don't know about the unsightly things. If not, why would the bride be changed so easily? The two young ladies were shocked when they heard that. How would they know that Sheng Minghui was so despicable? Not only did she steal someone else's fiancé, she even made a false accusation under such circumstances. Soon, the news of Sheng Minglan's indecent lifestyle spread among the guests. Everyone seemed to understand that the reason for the sudden change of bride was not necessarily because of Sheng Minghui. It could also be because of Sheng Minglan. Finally, the gossip behind Sheng Minghui's back lessened a little, because everyone was targeting Sheng Minglan. Seeing that everyone had misunderstood Sheng Minglan, Sheng Minghui did not care. Today was her big day. So what if she let fourth sister take the blame? However, when the Shen family heard about it, especially Huang Yu, her face turned pale. I'm convinced. Seventh sister is really good at making things up. Suddenly, Mu Chi-Chi looked at Sheng Xiao seriously. This trash. She's still slandering fourth sister. She's really not afraid of making things worse. Then let's make it worse. Sheng Xiao looked like he was watching a drama. But the Sheng family's reputation. What reputation do we have if she did such a shameful thing? Sheng Xiao did not care about that. Since Sheng Minghui did it, she must pay the price. Who would want to take advantage of such a good thing? Let's wait for fourth sister to come. Mu Chi-Chi held Sheng Xiao's hand and said, Gossip is a fearful thing. Their saliva could drown fourth sister. Seventh sister is really ruthless. She did not even give fourth sister a chance to live. Does Grandpa should know about it? Look at him. I think he doesn't know about it. Sheng Xiao pointed his chin at Grandpa Shun, who was still welcoming the guests. When will fourth sister come? Chapter 295. Sheng Minglan would arrive eventually, but she would arrive just before the engagement ceremony. After Sheng Minghui spread the rumors about Sheng Minglan, she felt more confident standing beside Will. After all, She would feel guilty when people were gossiping about her behind her back. Soon, the rumor reached Grandpa Sheng's ears. His face changed when he heard about it. He glared at Sheng Minghui fiercely. If there were not so many guests, he would have turned around and left right away. Sheng Minghui had snatched fourth sister's fiancée. He thought that she would feel guilty and be more respectful to fourth sister in the future. But he did not expect that she would treat her own sister like this. Grandpa, what's wrong? Sheng Minghui asked Grandpa Sheng casually when she saw his expression change. Grandpa Sheng did not say anything. He turned around and went to the guest area. Because Sheng Minghui had predicted that Grandpa Sheng would not fall out with her on the spot. And when the ceremony was over, she would find an excuse to cover it up. She knew very well where Grandpa Sheng's weakness was. She was bullying Sheng Minghui because she would not come today. And no one could speak for Sheng Minglan. How could she explain in such an occasion? But just when Sheng Minghui was secretly delighted, she saw Sheng Minglan appearing at the entrance of the hotel. She was wearing a long black dress. Sheng Minglan seemed to have done it on purpose. She was wearing a white dress, while Sheng Minglan was wearing a long black dress. She was not as gentle as she used to be. She had changed her aura. Sheng Minglan did not look like the obedient fourth sister in the Sheng family. Now, Sheng Minglan and Sheng Minghui looked like an angel and a demon in real life. Fourth sister is here. Mu Qiqi was surprised by Sheng Minglan's queen aura when she saw her. She was wearing a long black dress and had a bright red lipstick. She looked very powerful, and the guests did not know how the show would turn out when they saw Sheng Minglan. The wound on Sheng Minglan's wrist was still very obvious. Although she had wrapped it with black gauze, the cut could still be seen. Wouldn't it be more interesting? Sheng Minghui had never thought that Sheng Minglan could be so magnanimous. She dared to come to the engagement ceremony. Will and old Sheng were equally stunned when they saw Sheng Minglan. Then, Mama Sheng walked to Sheng Minglan and pulled her aside. Minglan, and I'm fine, Sheng Minglan said to her casually. Since it's a big matter for the Sheng family, how can I not be there? But now, the whole hall was talking about Sheng Minglan's private life, and her engagement was broken off. It would have been fine if she was not here and could not hear it. But now that she was here, those rumors would definitely reach her ears. Wouldn't that hurt her even more? Fourth bro, actually, everyone understands. You don't have to come all the way here. And I'm not as weak as you think. After Sheng Minglan told Mama Sheng, she walked up to Grandpa Sheng and Sheng Minghui as if nothing had happened. Congratulations, seventh sister. Sheng Minghui's palms were sweating. After all, she had dared to spread the rumor because Sheng Minglan was not around. But now, Sheng Minglan was right in front of her. Thank you, fourth sister. Sheng Minghui's face looked terrible. Fourth sister, you can rest at home. Grandpa won't force you to attend. Since it's seventh sister's engagement ceremony, wouldn't it be more convincing for me as her sister to help her explain that the invitation was printed with the wrong name? But now, it was no longer about the invitation. Grandpa Sheng's face looked terrible too. The engagement ceremony is about to start. We'll talk later. You go and look for Sheng Xiao. Grandpa Sheng did not let her entertain the guests, but asked her to look for Sheng Xiao. What kind of logic was that? Sheng Minglan glanced at Sheng Minghui and nodded. Okay, I'll go now. In fact, Sheng Minglan was very nervous throughout the whole process. She was afraid that Sheng Minglan would find out about her spreading the rumor. At that moment, there was only one thought in her mind, and that was for the engagement ceremony to start as soon as possible. Sheng Minglan walked up to Sheng Minglan and asked her in confusion, "What's wrong, seventh sister? You look like a mouse seeing a cat." "Of course, you did something shameful again." Sheng Xiao answered for Sheng Qiqi slowly. "What do you mean? The guests suspect that she stole your fiancé. But she said that you have a bad sex life in order to clear her name. So, the engagement was canceled." Mu Qiqi explained to Sheng Xiao. "Now, all the guests think that you were caught in the act by that Englishman. So, the engagement was canceled." Sheng Minglan smiled when she heard what Mu Qiqi said. No wonder she was sweating when she looked at me just now. No wonder Grandpa asked me to come to you instead of greeting the guests. Fourth sister, what are you going to do? It's true that it's her engagement ceremony today. But I'm not that magnanimous to put up with her groundless slander. Just wait and see. Sheng Minglan did not show her anger immediately. She did not tell Mu Chi and the others what she was going to do. Sometimes, when people were extremely angry, they would think of 1,000 ways to take revenge. And now, she was thinking about what kind of price she should make Seventh Sister pay. Before the engagement ceremony started, Grandpa Sheng arranged for the guests to enter the hall. Then he pulled Sheng Minglan aside and said, "Fourth sister, what do you want to say, Grandpa? Are you asking me to put up with it for the sake of the big picture?" Sheng Minglan asked. Grandpa Sheng took a deep breath and said helplessly, "Just put up with it until tonight." Sheng Minglan did not say anything. She walked past Grandpa Sheng and waited until their backs were against each other. Then she said, "Grandpa, this is the second time you choose to sacrifice me. Minglan, do you think I will believe you?" Grandpa Sheng was stunned. But when he turned around, Sheng Minglan had already disappeared from his sight. Grandpa Sheng felt very sad. He felt that he owed Fourth Sister a lot. More importantly, he did not know what Fourth Sister was going to do next. So, he could only be on high alert. Even if this matter was exposed in the end, it was Sheng Minglan's fault. Since she had gotten the sweetness, she should know when to stop. But, unexpectedly, she dared to challenge Sheng Minglan's bottom line again and again. It seemed that today's engagement ceremony would not be easy. Chapter 296. The security guard was stunned. If he had known that he would have locked her up, wouldn't it have been better to trap her at home? Perhaps none of them expected that Sheng Minglan would really show up. "Grandpa, the engagement ceremony is about to begin. Fourth sister, do you know what you have done?" Grandpa Sheng glared at Sheng Minghui. "I really didn't know that you could be so cruel. Your sister's fiancé was stolen by you. And what about you? You're spreading rumors about her everywhere." "I had no choice." Sheng Minghui quickly admitted defeat. "Grandpa, look, it's my big day today. But all the guests are talking about me. I just wanted to divert their attention. And I didn't say anything bad about Fourth Sister." Before the ceremony began, they were talking in the bride-to-be's lounge. You know that gossip is a fearful thing. Even a white lie might be turned into a black one. Didn't you do it on purpose? "Grandpa, even if you want to punish me, can you wait until after the ceremony is over?" And when the ceremony was over, she would use her pregnancy as an excuse to avoid physical punishment from Grandpa Sheng. She would only be lectured verbally. She had heard it since she was young. So, there was nothing to be afraid of. Grandpa Sheng didn't say anything else. He walked out of the lounge. But Sheng Minglan came in. When their eyes met, Sheng Minghui felt a little awkward. "Fourth sister, why aren't you here?" "Don't you know very well why I'm here?" Sheng Minglan asked Sheng Minghui calmly. "Fourth sister, I don't understand what you mean. If I didn't come today, were you going to let me take the blame for this?" Sheng Minglan continued to ask Sheng Minghui. "How about this? I won't ask for too much. After the engagement ceremony is over, you can clarify this matter and I won't pursue it anymore. Otherwise, I don't know what I will do. Fourth sister, please forgive me this time. I really didn't do it on purpose. Don't try to trick me. I've been tricked by you too many times." Sheng Minglan was unmoved. "You have two choices. Either you clarify it, or none of us will have a good time." Sheng Minghui was afraid. She could only calm Sheng Minglan down. "Fourth sister, don't be so agitated. I understand what you mean. I promise you. But the ceremony is about to start. I'll go there first." Having said that, Sheng Minghui picked up her gown and walked out of the lounge. At the same time, she closed the door behind her. After that, she had someone guard the lounge to prevent Sheng Minglan from coming out. In fact, it was Grandpa Sheng's idea. But would it be better to just close her off? It wasn't like she didn't bring her phone with her. It's not like this is some sealed space. Everything can be settled with just a call from Jingyun, isn't it? Meanwhile, in the banquet hall, the engagement ceremony was about to begin. Mu Chi was a little worried when she saw that Sheng Minglan had gone to the washroom for a long time. But Sheng Xiao held her down. "Jingyun is protecting Fourth Sister. What does that have to do with you?" I'm just worried that seventh sister will find a way to trap fourth sister. If you could think of that, why wouldn't fourth sister? Sheng Xiao retorted. Mu Chi glared at him and pinched his palm. Is it fun to tease me? On the stage, the MC was already in position, and the newlyweds walked to the center of the stage. All the lights in the hall shone on the newlyweds. When the MC was about to read the vows, a black figure appeared in the long aisle. All the guests saw her walking straight to the newlyweds. Then, she grabbed Sheng Minghui with one hand and gave her a loud slap with the other. All the guests were stunned. Meanwhile, old Sheng shuddered all over. What was meant to come would come. You shameless thing. Not only did you steal my fiancée on the night before the engagement, you even shamelessly spread rumors that I'm a promiscuous person. Don't think that I have to give in to you just because you are my sister. Everyone was stunned, especially Sheng Minghui herself. She quickly looked at Grandpa Sheng, who was sitting at the guest table. Her expression was pleading for help. Grandpa Sheng wanted to look at the big picture. He stood up, but when he opened his mouth, Sheng Minglan interrupted him. She stole my fiancée last night. Grandpa, you are biased towards her. Fine. I don't want this engagement anymore. Today, I came to the hall and found out that this bitch spread rumors about me. But you're still biased towards her. Do you want me to let her go this time? But she locked me in the lounge so that I wouldn't stop her from getting engaged. I'm not human if I keep tolerating her. Sheng Minghui, I don't have to give in to you every time. Not today, not in the future. I'll give this scumbag to you. You don't have to thank me, but you stole him from me. You better get this straight. If there's a next time and you use me as your scapegoat, I'll still do what I did today and ruin your reputation. With those words, Sheng Minglan looked at Grandpa Sheng. It doesn't matter if you acknowledge me as your granddaughter, because in my heart, you're already dead. And with that series of face-slapping moves, Sheng Minglan walked down the stage in front of all the guests. She held her head high and puffed out her chest. Her aura was so powerful that the guests had their fill of a good show. What did her actions mean? Nothing else. She was no longer a member of the Sheng family. Because of Grandpa Sheng's coercion, she had no choice but to stay in the Sheng family. That was why she simply gave up everything and did not care about anything. It was a life-and-death struggle for both sides. Grandpa Sheng was powerless to change anything, because he had hurt Sheng Minglan too much. He knew very well that this granddaughter of his really hated the Sheng family. She was no longer willing to consider herself a member of the Sheng family or his granddaughter. Hence, the scene suddenly froze. Sheng Xiao, however, was clapping. The guests followed suit. Of course, their applause was not for Sheng Minghui, but for Sheng Minglan. Chairman Sheng, do you want to continue? The MC asked Grandpa Sheng after a long pause. Grandpa Sheng was strong enough. He simply waved his hand as if nothing had happened. Let's continue. However, everyone now knew how the newlyweds on the stage had betrayed their sister and even rubbed salt in her wound. Blessing her? Was Sheng Minghui worthy? She was such a despicable woman. She had stolen someone else's fiancé. She should have some self-awareness. She even tried to shift the blame to someone else at the engagement party. How shameful was she? Chapter 297. After the ceremony, Grandpa Sheng immediately called the butler of the Sheng family and got an answer from him. Miss Minglan has moved out. I couldn't stop her no matter what. I understand. Grandpa Sheng took a deep breath. He had to admit that he was worried enough about his grandchildren. But how could he not worry? Did Sheng Xiao ever think about the future of Huang Yao when he brought Mu Chi back, who was useless to him? And now that the scandal of the Sheng family was out, there was no telling how long people would laugh at them. So, was Sheng Minghui really happy after she got engaged to the Englishman? She would probably find a hole to hide in after the ceremony and never come out again. But she still had to face the guests. After entering the lounge, she cried even more miserably. Grandpa, how could fourth sister treat me like that in front of everyone? She treated you the same way you treated her. Moreover, you should be satisfied that fourth sister has moved out of the Sheng family. Grandpa Sheng was so angry that his chest hurt. Sheng Minghui stopped crying when she heard that. Wasn't a good thing that Sheng Minglan moved out? She was the only granddaughter in the Sheng family now. Wouldn't Grandpa, Sheng, love her even more? And if Sheng Minglan left the Sheng family, it meant that she was no longer the young lady of the Sheng family. She had given up on the protection of the Sheng family. Was that what he meant? Oof. Don't ever come back if you can. After arguing with Grandpa Sheng, Sheng Minghui returned to the banquet hall. But when she saw the mocking looks from the guests, she felt terrible all over. She really stole sister's fiancé and slandered her sister for having a bad lifestyle. How could there be such a bitch in the Sheng family? Isn't that right? If I were her, I would have killed myself on the spot to get back some dignity. I really didn't expect that she still has the face to get engaged to the Englishman. She's the most shameless person in Jianchuan. The guests were mocking her everywhere in the washroom. But what could Sheng Minghui do? She never thought that Sheng Minglan could be so ruthless. She was bitterly disappointed. Finally, I see seventh sister getting hurt. Fourth sister was so cool just now. Mu Qiqi had a private discussion with Sheng Xiao after lunch. Shouldn't we retire after we've succeeded? Go and tell Grandpa that we are going to celebrate the establishment of Fourth Sister's new company. Fourth Sister's new company is being established today, too? Mu Qiqi covered her mouth in surprise. Then let's hurry. With that, Mu Qiqi pulled Sheng Xiao to old Sheng. Sheng Minghui was there, too. It's about time we should go. Sheng Xiao, you must have laughed at me behind my back. Seventh sister said sourly. Especially Qiqi. You are so happy. Don't try to shift your hatred to someone else. You should be thankful that I didn't do anything today. If I had interfered, don't you know what would have happened to you? Sheng Xiao mocked Sheng Minghui, ignoring the fact that she had hurt Mu Qiqi. Sheng Minghui said nothing. All right, that's enough, Grandpa Sheng said to Sheng Xiao. Let's go back. There's no point in staying here anyway. Grandpa, Sheng Xiao smiled and led Mu Qiqi out of the hotel. But Sheng Minghui did not stop complaining. Grandpa, fourth sister has always been gentle. Don't you think it's strange that she suddenly exploded? It's all because of you. Just stop. Don't cause trouble for Mu Qiqi before the VVIP night. I don't need you to attract hatred from me anymore. Yes, Grandpa, Sheng Minghui said angrily. Everything depended on the VVIP night of Huangyao. Although she had been trampled on by Sheng Minglan today, she would make Sheng Minglan regret it one day. On the other hand, Sheng Minglan had officially moved out of the Sheng family and announced the establishment of a new company. And now, she was at the entrance of the new company, holding a ribbon-cutting ceremony with the other shareholders. It was not a big deal to leave the Sheng family, because from today onwards, she would rely on herself. As for the old man, he wouldn't dare to come over and obstruct them openly. She had to admit that she had purposely blown things up today. She wanted everyone to know that Grandpa Sheng owed her. And because of that, Grandpa Sheng did not dare to interfere too much with her decision. Soon, Sheng Xiao and the other two arrived at Sheng Minglan's important moment. But they did not approach her and watch from afar. It was only when the event was over that Mu Qiqi greeted Sheng Minglan. Fourth sister, why are you so late? We have been watching from the side. Sheng Xiao raised a brow at her. You left just now and missed everyone's applause. I think I should make it up to you now. Sheng Minglan laughed and punched Sheng Xiao's chest. Don't make fun of me. Sheng Xiao smiled and approached Sheng Minglan. He whispered into her ear so that Jing Yun could not hear. To celebrate the establishment of your new company, I have a gift for you. What is it? Didn't anyone know who that Zhao Lin is before? She's right beside me. Sheng Xiao did not put it bluntly, but Sheng Minglan understood. What Sheng Xiao meant was that the owner of the gold card was Jing Yun. What do you think? Do you like this gift? Since you've given me one, you wouldn't mind if I asked for another one, would you? Sheng Minglan was being generous now. My new company has just been established, and I lack an experienced assistant. If you really want to give me a gift, I want Jing Yun. Jing Yun, who was standing beside them, was stunned. Sheng Xiao, however, appeared prepared. Well, it depends on whether you have the ability to make Jing Yun agree. Just wait and see. Mu Qiqi watched as the siblings chatted and laughed, and suddenly felt that Sheng Minglan's brilliance as the CEO could not be concealed. Sheng Minglan's aura had also changed from the tactful and forbearing Sheng Minglan to a domineering woman with an indestructible body. You can start hooking up right now. With those words, Sheng Minglan turned with Mu Chi and told Jing Yun. You stay. Jing Yun was speechless. Xiao Qi's Huang Yao, VVIP night. Just let me know if you need anything. Sheng Minglan shouted at their backs. But Sheng Xiao waved her off, gesturing that she did not need any help. Jing Yun was left to face Sheng Minglan alone. Miss Minglan. Chapter 298. Looking at Sheng Minglan's smile, Jing Yun knew that it was a poison that looked like candy. So, he replied, you've gained your freedom after much difficulty. It's not worth it if you lose it because of me. The company has just started. I don't need a helper by my side. Sheng Minglan knew that Jing Yun was a very serious person. Once he teased someone, he would become serious. It was really frustrating. So, she changed her tone to a business-like one. There are many talents in the world. Miss Minglan would definitely be able to find someone capable. Then should I find a man to be with me day and night? Jing Yun was speechless. It's fine if he's a good person, but what if it's someone like Will? Or even Lung Feng? Sheng Minglan made Jing Yun speechless. He could only admit defeat. Now, that Sheng Minglan was not with the Sheng family. She could not get the direct protection of Huang Yao. I'll help you for 2 months. I'll leave after you've mastered everything. All right. Sheng Minglan flashed a victorious smile. Although she knew that it was too much to test Jing Yun step by step, Jing Yun was a man who had no other tricks up his sleeves. He was just that restrained, stubborn, and loyal. Sheng Minglan suddenly felt the urge to cry when she thought of the money in the gold card. It was probably all Jing Yun's savings in his life, not for anything else. He had already handed over his wife's account, but he still had no intention of dating. Jing Yun was probably the dumbest person in the world. On the other hand, Sheng Minghui's engagement ceremony ended hastily after a grand ceremony. After all, Grandpa Sheng did not want to stay in a hotel and be criticized by others. Moreover, he had yet to settle the score with Sheng Minghui. So, when Sheng Minghui stepped through the front door of the Sheng family, she was met with Grandpa Sheng's punishment. Sheng Minghui was taken aback. She glanced at her fiancé. Help me. Oh, Grandpa, don't do that. Will quickly stood in front of Sheng Minghui. Get out of my way. Grandpa Sheng said directly to Will. This is an internal affair of the Sheng family. You're not a true member of the Sheng family yet. Just watch from aside. Helpless, Will dodged aside, while Grandpa Sheng walked up to Sheng Minghui and slapped her. You've stolen your fourth sister's fiancé, slandered her, and forced her to leave, shaming the Sheng family. Do you think I won't settle this score with you? Sheng Minghui's eyes widened. Grandpa, Sheng Minghui wanted to resist, but she did not have the guts. Do you still want to quibble? With that, the old man hit him with the rod again. Grandpa, what if I get pregnant soon? Aren't you afraid of injuring my body by hitting me like this? When the old man heard this, he hit her again. I know very well where I hit. I can't hurt your stomach. When Sheng Minghui saw that her attack was useless, she knelt on the ground. You can kill me for someone who has left the family. Grandpa Sheng got even angrier after hearing that. He attacked even more fiercely. I really want to kill you. Don't think that I won't dare to do anything to you. I've spoiled you too much. That's why you're so arrogant. How dare you sacrifice your own sister? Go kneel in the Sheng family's ancestral hall for 3 days. Otherwise, get out of the Sheng family. Grandpa, there is no room for negotiation. Kneel or get out. Sheng Minghui was resentful, but she did not dare to disobey or resist. The skin on her back was torn. But Grandpa Sheng did not send anyone to get her a doctor. He did not allow anyone to touch her these days. Compared to Sheng Minghui's sadness, Sheng Minghui's pain was nothing. Unfortunately, Sheng Minghui might not want to return to the Sheng family for the rest of her life. On the other hand, although Sheng Minghui was kneeling in the ancestral hall, Will secretly went to see her. He even brought her food. How dare the old man treat me like this? I am his granddaughter. It's fine if he is biased towards fourth sister. We can still fight. Look, no matter how forgiving Grandpa Sheng was toward her, as long as he sided with Sheng Minglan once, Sheng Minghui would lose her balance and become unreasonable. Mama Sheng told Sheng Xiao about seventh sister's punishment of kneeling in the ancestral hall the next day, but Sheng Xiao only sneered after he heard about it. Now that seventh sister has will, she would only be more unbridled in the Sheng family. The old man had only punished fourth sister to kneel in the ancestral hall after she was hurt so badly. If seventh sister has a son or daughter, no one would have a good life in the future. Yes, your grandfather always seems biased towards you. But the truth is, he just wants to control you the most. He never cares about your feelings. You still know. Sheng Xiao smiled. Eighth brother, I know that your grandfather has caused your fourth sister to be in this state. If you and Mu Chi are to get married in the future, it will not be easy. However, I will always be on your side. No matter what your grandfather wants to do, I will do my best to protect Mu Chi. Mom, remember what you said today. If something happens to us, you must protect Chi first. Mama Sheng nodded solemnly. She knew what Mu Chi meant to Sheng Xiao. She was half his life. How's the preparation for Xiao Chi's VVIP night? Let's wait for 2 more days. When she has confirmed something, let the planning department have a meeting with her. She will need to use some resources. Okay, I will arrange it, Mama Sheng said and left her son's office. Of course, she had to wait outside during the meeting. Otherwise, the planning department would bully her little wife because she was only 18 years old. Since she had promised her son, she would do her best to fulfill it. As a mother, she only wanted her son to be happy at this age. Nothing else mattered. Sheng Minghui knelt in the ancestral hall for 3 whole days. On the day she came out of the hall, she heard that Mu Chi was going to have a meeting with the planning department of Huangyao. I really don't know what grandfather is thinking, handing such an important matter to a girl. Isn't he afraid that the VVP night of Huangyao will be turned into a child's play? What was even more ridiculous was that she wanted to take Mu Chi's credit. If Mu Chi did not have Sheng Xiao by her side, she would be nothing. Huangyao would only be her dream in her next life. Since you are out, you better behave yourself. Grandpa Sheng warned Sheng Minghui. Grandfather, I heard that Mu Chi is going to Huangyao for a meeting. Chapter 299. What was Mu Chi waiting for? She wanted to make sure that eldest Liu could find the whereabouts of the jewelry and was confident enough to get it. After getting the answer, Mu Chi took a day off from school and went to Huangyao for a meeting. She was a little nervous when she thought about it. After all, it was the place where Xiao Xiao had been fighting. Now that she was going there, it was a strange feeling. The meeting starts at 9 o'clock. Mom's secretary will be your assistant. She will help you print out the documents and coordinate. Mom will be there too. Mom will be at the door. She is afraid that you will be nervous, but she is more afraid that you will be bullied. Sheng Xiao adjusted the collar of Mu Chi's coat. Then, he hugged her and kissed her on the forehead. You can take charge without me, right? Of course. Mu Chi smiled and waved the documents in her hand. Sheng Xiao did not read the proposal because he trusted his little one. Then, they got into the car and went to Huangyao. When they arrived at Huangyao, Sheng Xiao held Mu Chi's hand as they walked through the door. The employees of Huangyao were overjoyed when they saw the legendary bride. All these years, everyone had been guessing what kind of woman could win the crown prince's heart. They had guessed all kinds of women, but they did not expect it to be a 19-year-old girl. In Huangyao, some of the talented women were upset when they found out that they had lost to a little girl. Moreover, not only did she win their idol, she even came to the company for a meeting because she was the planner of Huangyao's latest VVIP event. What a fantasy world! Everyone watched as Sheng Xiao led Mu Chi to the meeting room and sent her to the door. When Mama Sheng's secretary saw Sheng Xiao and Mu Chi, she went up to them and greeted them respectfully. Crown Prince, young madam, I will leave her to you. Sheng Xiao kissed Mu Chi's forehead and left the meeting room. Young madam, The planning department is on standby. Do you have any documents that you need me to prepare for you? Please make copies of these for me. Chi handed the documents to the secretary. Since she was Mama Sheng's secretary, she naturally trusted her. About 2 minutes later, the secretary returned to Chi with the documents and said, "It's almost time. Let's go in." How many people are there in the planning department? About 15. 15 people, and not one of them can come up with an outstanding proposal? The secretary smiled and pushed the door open for Chi. Chi walked in and saw a group of lifeless employees. This was the current planning department of Huang Yao. There was no vitality at all. Among them, there were 4 old employees, all male for female, and the rest were all young men. Chi could see from their eyes that they did not trust her at all. Of course, she was young and a layman. How could she shoulder such a heavy responsibility? However, Chi did not mind their amused gazes and simply had her secretary pass down the copied documents. But this kind of untidy plan really made people have no desire to open it. But Chi was not in a hurry. She walked to the main seat and greeted everyone. "Hello, everyone. I am Chi, the planner of Huang Yao's VVIP night. I hope that you can take care of me in the next 10 days. Then there was a soft round of applause. Now, here is the content of the event that I'm going to talk about. Please take a look at it. Miss Mu, there is no way to read such a plan. One of the old employees started to pick holes in the plan. This is not done by a professional. You can't let us get the key information in a simple way. I am very worried about this event. Aren't you still worried without me?" Chi was not afraid of the old man taking advantage of his seniority. "You said that there is no way to read this plan? Have you opened it? What is written on the first page?" The old man did not expect such a sharp response from Chi. He was stunned. "Let's do it this way. I know that at this moment, it is indeed a bit difficult for all of you who have worked for a few years or even decades to listen to a little girl like me talk about planning. Close all the plans and let's get to know each other first." The secretary was worried for Chi. She knew that although the people in the planning department could not come up with a plan, they were still old foxes. They looked down on others just because of their seniority. What's more, Chi was an outsider. "Miss Mu, forgive me for being blunt. You're a forensic student. Do you even know what a plan is? If you know about planning, haven't Huang Yao been stagnant for so many years?" Chi retorted. "The purpose of Huang Yao's VVIP night is to repay the distinguished guests who have taken good care of Huang Yao over the past year. It is also to promote the event and warm up for the next event. Not only do we have to make the old customers feel that they are still respected, but we also have to make the new guests feel that Huang Yao's service is as good as diamonds. Which one of these have you achieved? I have read the briefings of your department for the past 3 years. Is your brain empty? You have no idea at all. You are just following the tradition. While you are doubting me, think about what you have done in your position." Chi's words hit the nail on the head. The old man was speechless and could only shut up. Why does Grandpa want to use a newbie like me this time? It is simple. He feels that there is no need to keep the planning department. Everyone has been racking their brains to keep their jobs. But year after year, you have been doing it half-heartedly. Do you really think that Grandpa is a fool? So he asked me, a newbie, to give you a reminder. If you continue like this, will you believe it? Next year, the people sitting here for the meeting will not have me, and neither will you. After hearing Chi's words, everyone began to feel fearful. So, it's up to you whether or not you want to cooperate with me. If you're willing to cooperate, I'll take full responsibility if anything goes wrong. But if you don't want to cooperate, then I advise you to apply for resignation after you walk out of here. Otherwise, you'll be fired and lose face. The secretary was standing beside Chi. She was completely stunned when she heard what she said. What a beautiful show of kindness and power. She was indeed the crown prince's fiancée. So, what do you choose? The 15 people looked at each other. In the end, they chose to cooperate with Chi. Chapter 300. If you had done this earlier, you wouldn't have wasted everyone's time. Mu Chi retracted her sharp gaze. Then, everyone started to open the proposal in their hands. At the same time, Mu Chi began to explain. In recent years, the most important reason to stop Huang Yao's activities is because of the grudge between the sisters-in-law of the Liu family. As long as they are together, they will definitely make the whole banquet unpleasant. Because they are all distinguished guests of Huang Yao, we can't just invite one of them. It's understandable that you are afraid. But why didn't anyone think of solving this problem? We're just nobodies. How can we have guts? Some people finally began to express the helplessness in their hearts. Those with power and influence don't even see us as human beings. As long as we make a mistake, we will lose our jobs. Who doesn't have a family waiting to feed? What I'm concerned about is, have you thought of solving it? Mu Chi asked again patiently. Everyone looked at each other and shook their heads. All right, have you finished reading my proposal? Everyone lowered their heads and buried themselves in Mu Chi's proposal again. When page after page of activity schedules appeared in front of everyone, almost everyone's eyes had already completed the process of going from being dull to being excited. Wonderful. Really, what a smart idea. Excellent. Everyone began to praise her in unison. Why didn't you think of separating the two of them into two different venues? If they don't meet each other, they will naturally not quarrel or cause trouble. In the past, we had to consider the budget and cost. But if we combine the VIPs of Huang Yao with the publicity this time, we can save on the budget. The publicity department will also cooperate, and we will have more resources. Seeing that everyone agreed with her proposal, Mu Chi began to explain in detail. Eldest young Master Liu has already agreed to cooperate and found the precious jewelry that was auctioned in Huang Yao, which is equivalent to Huang Yao's classic diamond series. The most popular thing now is retro. I've also seen the latest trend abroad. It's a cycle of 10 years, and it's time for the classic and retro series to make their debut. That's right. On the other hand, Second Madam's focus is on the young range. Let her outshine all the others, and she won't care about quarrels or grudges anymore. I know Second Madam well. She likes new things the most, so she also represents vitality. Letting her try on the new products can satisfy her vanity and, at the same time, promote it. As for this side, arrange for people to prepare. There must be something in common between the two events. That is, the images of the other party's event will be displayed on the screens. This will give people the illusion that Huang Yao is holding the same event, but in two different spaces. Most importantly, the entire event must be kept secret. There is no need to leave the address of the event in the invitation letter, because the people from Huang Yao will personally pick them up. This will prevent the information of the two venues from being leaked, and also ensure that the guests are sent to different venues, especially eldest Madame Liu and youngest Madame Liu. Also, since it is the night of giving back, we must show Huang Yao's sincerity. When a new products are released, we must give the guests the gifts they like and be considerate. What about giving discounts? The people in the planning department began to have questions. Rich people don't care about money. If you give them discounts, it will be an insult to them. So, improving the quality of service is the key, Mu Chi answered directly. Miss Mu is right. I met a couple of rich ladies who went to buy something. At that time, the item was already sold out. The salesperson told them that they could exchange it for something else, and they would give them discounts. In the end, the rich ladies threw money at them because they were not short of money. Slowly, everyone's attitude towards this 19-year-old girl began to change. First of all, she would take care of everything. She would first understand the details, and before doing anything, she would be fully prepared. Second of all, she was brave and smart. Moreover, she was bold and sharp. In the end, a 19-year-old girl had won against all of them, who had worked for most of their lives. This made the people in the planning department feel ashamed. On the other hand, Mama Sheng's secretary had not seen the planning department being so energetic for a long time. The meeting lasted for 2 hours, but everyone learned a lot. In the end, Mu Chi made arrangements for the people in the planning department according to what they were good at. She even warned them mischievously. To be honest, Grandpa sent me here because he wants me to embarrass myself with you. If you want to ensure that the event goes smoothly, don't let anyone find out about the plan. We must keep a secret. If I'm framed, then this event will be very difficult. Don't worry, Miss Mu. Let me ask you one last question. Did the Crown Prince give you these things? Mu Qiqi was about to answer when Sheng Xiao finished his meeting. He came in from the door. In fact, he had been standing at the door for a while. Everyone watched as he walked up to the staff and casually flipped through the proposal. Although I see her tinkering with it every day, this is the first time I've seen the content. Do you think she needs me to teach her? Everyone laughed when they heard that. I'm afraid she doesn't need to. Then why don't you just trust your intuition? Is that enough? I'm going to bring my little one a lunch. Go ahead, Crown Prince. Goodbye, Miss Mu. Everyone closed the document and stood up. Take care of your documents. Everyone, keep a low profile. Before Mu Qiqi left, she reminded everyone that she was not guarding against anyone. It was just the scheming old man. Mama Sheng's secretary followed behind them. She admired Mu Qiqi from the bottom of her heart. When they were far away, she returned to Mama Sheng. Madam, are you really not going to consider working at Huangyao? It is my first time seeing the planning department being so active. Moreover, young madam's way of solving problems is really ingenious. Really? Mama Sheng smiled. Her ingenuity is totally different from the Crown Prince's style. The Crown Prince is cynical, but young madam is full of energy and initiative. Everything she does is to promote Huangyao. She's really not simple. Mama Sheng was looking forward to how exciting the VVIP night of Huangyao would be after hearing the secretary's praise of Mu Qiqi. The Crown Prince has good taste. I can understand why he likes young madam so much now. The other departments did not know what Mu Qiqi had said to them in the meeting room. But when they entered the meeting room, the planning department was like a dead fish. But now they came back to life. It was unbelievable. Chapter 301. Grandpa Sheng was waiting for the employees of Huangyao, especially the planning department, to complain about Mu Qiqi. But to his surprise, nothing happened. The planning department even dragged the publicity department into it. Everyone was carrying out the event in an orderly manner. Grandpa Sheng found it unbelievable. So, when Mama Sheng got home, he called her into the study and asked, "Is the VVIP event already in preparation?" "Yes, it's going well," Mama Sheng answered. "Mu Qiqi planned it?" "Yes, father." Mama Sheng nodded. Eighth brother must have intervened. Mu Qiqi planned it all by herself. Eighth brother did not interfere at all. Mama Sheng answered in a neither servile nor overbearing manner. "Didn't you ask Mu Qiqi to do this, to test her ability? Or is it that you want to see her being ridiculed? What are you talking about? I'm just surprised. Since everything is going well, let's see how the VVP night turns out. Also, I heard that fourth sister has set up a new company." After hearing that, Mama Sheng looked at Grandpa Sheng seriously and asked sincerely, "Father, do you think that fourth sister still cares about the Sheng family? Let's not talk about anything else, but regarding seventh sister's matter, you're too biased towards her. Since you've set fourth sister free, don't meddle in her private affairs anymore. Otherwise, she might really be forced into a corner by you. Fourth sister has always been a good child. What kind of grudge could force her to cut her wrist? Don't you know it in your heart?" Grandpa Sheng had nothing to say, because he owed Sheng Minglan too much in this matter. And seventh sister. She is the only granddaughter in the family now. When fourth sister was around, she was spoiled and arrogant. Now that fourth sister is gone, she is even more lawless. "Father, I'm not afraid of you saying that I'm a busybody. If this goes on, seventh sister will get into trouble sooner or later." Grandpa Sheng took a deep breath and nodded. "You can leave now. Let me think about it. He must not interfere with Sheng Minglan's matter anymore. Otherwise, as Mama Sheng said, fourth sister might be driven to death." Remembering what seventh brother had been doing recently, old Sheng's heart began to ache again. However, he reaped what he sowed. After Sheng Minglan founded her new company, Jing Yin kept his promise and transferred from Huang Yao to Sheng Minglan's new company. However, everything was still not on track due to the establishment of the new company. That was why Sheng Minglan did not get a chance to talk to him even though they were in the same office for the first 2 days. Chief Sheng, please sign here. Jingyun put a pile of documents in front of Sheng Minglan. These are the confirmed partners. I've already signed the contract. Now I'm waiting for you to sign it. It's time to get off work. Let's have a meal together. Sheng Minglan took the documents and said to Jingyun, I have a dinner party tonight. Are you talking about cooperation as well? Sheng Minglan asked. Jingyun did not say anything, which meant that he agreed. If that's the case, let's go together. I've been enjoying the fruits of your labor for the past few days. You didn't even give me a chance to do anything. You've done everything and delivered it to me. Are you in such a hurry to get rid of me? Sheng Minglan sounded disappointed. Chief Sheng, every step you take now must be steady, because without the protection of the Sheng family, the outside world will not give you any face. Ahem. Sheng Minglan was about to explain when she inadvertently coughed twice. Jingyun was taken aback. I'm sorry. I was too impatient. Let's deal with this tomorrow. It's late now. I'll send you home first. I'm just a little tired. Jingyun stayed up late. She stayed up late too. It was just that Jingyun did not know. Let's go. Jingyun did not allow her to resist. He took her coat and dragged her to the parking lot of the company. The chairman should know about the establishment of your new company. But with Madam covering for you, there shouldn't be any threats for the time being. As long as Miss Minglan doesn't come looking for trouble, Sheng Minglan said nothing. She simply sat in the car and soon fell asleep on the seat. Jingyun saw that she had fallen asleep. He did not wake her up when they reached home. He just stayed by her side without a word. But Sheng Minglan slept until midnight. When she woke up, it was already 1 o'clock in the morning. Sheng Minglan was startled. She looked at Jingyun. Why didn't you wake me up? I saw that you were sleeping soundly. Let's go back. I've rescheduled the meeting. Sheng Minglan looked out the car window. It was quiet. Then she looked around. There were no passers-by. So she turned to Jingyun and said, although it seems like I'm not being reserved, I still want to do it. With that, Sheng Minglan hugged him. Seeing that Jingyun was struggling, she threatened him. If you dare to move, I'll kiss you. Jingyun immediately became obedient. I've been very tired these days, but I'm also very happy, especially when I see you in front of me. I feel very safe. At that, Jingyun's hand subconsciously wrapped around Sheng Minglan's waist. Go and rest. Sheng Minglan took a deep breath. Satisfied, she pushed the door open and got out of the car. Bring me along for the next meeting. Jingyun nodded, but his hand was still very unnatural, because there was still Sheng Minglan's warmth and scent on it. With that, Sheng Minglan turned and went upstairs. Jingyun quickly left the apartment. Being with her, it was too dangerous. Really too dangerous. Meanwhile, in Jingting, the heated battle had just ended. Sheng Xiao was cleaning up the battlefield. He also cleaned the little woman who was exhausted from the inside out. He wanted her to be dry and comfortable. Did I not do well? I even had to endure your beating. Mu Chi complained. You're my woman. Of course, you're doing well. But that doesn't stop me from finding excuses to want you at any time. Sheng Xiao carried her from the bathroom back to the big bed. Little one, when you get more and more attention, I will also become proud. Well, I'll forgive you for the beating tonight, since you're praised by the crown prince of Huangyao. Don't act like you're the victim. Sheng Xiao sneered. He sat on the bed and pulled the little one into his arms. Grandpa will definitely make a move during Huangyao's event. You have to be careful. Do you think I'm still naive? I'm going to believe his nonsense. Mu Chi drew circles on Sheng Xiao's body. But if the event is a success, you have to promise me one thing. There's no need for the event. I can promise you now. After all, I'm all yours. That's different. That's the fruit of victory. Mu Chi snorted. You're tuning in to the Romance Rendezvous YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support, and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.